I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World No Dangerous Podcast. B.O.T's in the building. What's good?
It was going bar for bar.
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
That's good.
Hundo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
What's up?
What time it is?
What's goody?
J. Camp's favorite part, man. Wake up the neighbors.
Wake 'em up.
I don't know about the favorite part, but what's good though?
Hey man, Saturday night, man. You
man.
rocking with the best fresh out. You know how it goes
You
down.
already
Hip-hop
know.
best. You know how it goes down, man. J. Camp, Bebo P. J. Camp, what's goody?
What's cracking? What's cracking, man?
Hey, we
Saturday.
in the building. What's good?
Hey,
What's good?
What
we got
up?
a full spot in the building, man. Hey man, first of all, J. Camp, tell them where they can find you at, man. Number one, let's be clear.
Man, JCamp_fresh out on Twitter. I'm active on there now. Actually, I just dropped my my top 5 producers. You know what I'm saying? So far, so check me out on Twitter though.
Hey man, Bebo, man.
We loud and
Bebo
proud
P's in
on
the
there.
building, man. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down, of course, man. What's going down, man? The House the Heron, man, holding it down, of course.
Hey, man. Yeah. What's good? What's good with everybody? Good to rock with you, brothers, as always. Peace to the Podfather, LB. You know, Podfather, L.
hold on.
Wow.
We boo-booing.
Dang. That's more like it.
Get your digs together.
Kiss the
Iceberg, get your digs together. You're
Hey, we on it, man. Hey,
pooping
man,
on
I'm a
LB.
little off, man. Hey, man, Love Jones is up in here.
What's
What's
good
goody?
with you now? What's
Salute to
good?
my
Mr.
guy
Pro Knot,
LB
man, in
though,
here, of
man.
course,
Not
man,
Mr.
holding
Pro
it
Knot.
down.
What's happening?
Hey, man,
Mr. Pro Knot
man.
Antoine.
Antoine,
We
1486.
gotta give him that bomb, man, for just
Man,
going to the show, dog.
We all living
Man, come
vicariously
on,
through
man.
you,
Ooh,
Antoine,
boy,
man.
oh boy.
If you got to go to the show, bro, we living vicariously through you. We want to hear from you, my guy.
Man, come
You,
on.
yes.
If you was there.
JB's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the building. What's good, man?
Mike 100, what's
Jay
good, bro?
Beasley, what's
Hondo's
good?
in the building, man. Of course, man. Day one.
Mike
Club,
100,
man.
what's
Gotta salute
happening?
Day
him,
one.
You know what I'm saying?
They wanna.
Man, hey, man, Prime was going in last time, man.
Hey.
Prime
Prime,
Minister
man, holding it
Sports,
down.
what's happening?
Prime was getting it all the way
Hey,
in.
hold up, man. Hey, hold up. Hey, man, Godzilla's in the building, man. D-Von's holding it down. Come on, man. Day one club. Salute her,
All
man.
day,
Day
all
one.
day,
Man,
all day,
Mads in here,
Nas.
Day one club, man. Hood
Wagwan,
Hood was good.
Wagwan, man,
He's in
salute,
here,
brother.
man. Salavi, man.
Salute,
always
Zalavi,
holding it
salute
down,
to
of
you
course,
too,
man.
of course, of
Hey,
course.
We
Y'all
gonna talk
rolling in.
about this Nas situation, man. It's crazy.
I can't wait to go in on that, man. Man, if
Come
y'all
on,
was
hey,
there,
man.
let us
CJ,
Karma's
What's
in the building.
good?
Come on, gotta drop
we
that
living
You already
vicariously
know.
through everybody that was there. You was there, man. We want to hear from you off top.
Salute, Karma's
Peace to
in
Nas,
the
peace to
building.
the
Chris is
Madison.
in here, man, representing the Bengals.
Chris
You know what I'm saying?
Harrington was good.
What's goody?
Yeah,
Chris,
yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
down with them
Man,
Bengals. I ain't
got a
gonna
real
lie.
one. The concert
As a
landed on
Ravens
my
guy.
birthday. Hold up, man. Everybody salute Antoine. Antoine, throw your
Okay,
throw your
yes.
Cash App or something in there, man.
Throw
You
your
know what I'm
cash
saying?
app, man, so we can bless you,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, put that Cash App in there so we can bless you on your birthday. Everybody try to
Bless you with
Antoine
one of
with
these.
with a little dollar or something. You know something, man. Get him
Yeah, man.
Maybe one of these or something, you know.
Oh, hold up, man.
Piece of
the money, Bebo. Don't hurt him.
Oh man. Hey, God.
Okay.
Bebo just stepped this game up.
Oh,
Okay,
shoot.
Bebo.
Oh, man, come on.
Okay.
Man, he in here for real. Hey,
You
man,
know,
Okay.
you
give me
know,
detail,
you know.
of course,
Hey,
man.
shout out to y'all though. Hey,
Hey,
happy
man,
birthday,
Fab
Antoine.
is in the
We
building,
need
man.
all the
Fresh out,
details,
man.
Antoine,
Hey,
like
man.
Carmen said.
Bobby and Duran. What's good
And
with
we
you?
gonna bless
Hey, man,
you.
Fab is in here, man. He's
And we
Fresh
gonna
Out,
bless you
man.
on good
What's
time.
up,
Fab,
G.O.A.T?
what's good, man?
What's good? What's good? Everybody
Hey,
give a
man.
toast to Antoine for
Come
the
on,
birthday
man.
swag, and then two,
Happy birthday, man.
and then two
I got a little
for
something
attending
in
the
the
Nas
cup.
situation.
I got a little something in the
I
cup.
don't,
So,
but
that's because y'all, y'all over there.
you got
y'all
it. You got
simpleton.
it.
Y'all simpleton over there. I got you though.
Basically.
Okay.
I
Big
got
ball
you,
hater, man. They
Antoine.
talking about the big racks, man. Bebo.
Oh, you know. Let me do it
man,
with the pinky
shit.
ring. You know,
Yeah,
shoot,
man. Put
racks
that-
on
put the
racks.
pink on, you know what I'm
Hold,
saying?
You know,
hold your
Rex-
boy down, Bebo.
Rex-
You know what I'm saying?
Racks
You know, I
on
got a,
Hold it
racks on
down.
racks, baby.
I got a
What y'all
family,
got?
man.
Come on
got a
now.
family.
Anybody got beat birthday love, man? Let us know in the chat, man, so we can get y'all some bread a little bit. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
Boom.
y'all already know how it
Hey,
goes.
man.
I got you.
Nah, much
Antoine.
love to y'all
I got
though.
you. I got you.
Big
Safe.
Lebowski,
Lebowski,
Escobar
what's
season
going on, man?
continues.
Yes,
It
Absolutely.
what's going
continues.
crazy?
It continues. It's
You know what I
going.
mean?
It's going.
Yes.
Hey, man,
Salute
we
to
got a good
Bebo
show for
P
y'all
with the
tonight, man.
racks.
As everybody's kind of coming up in here, pause. We're gonna be talking about Wayne a couple of times tonight, man. We're gonna definitely talk about Nas. We may get that Nicki in there. We're gonna see what's going on, man. But salute to Joe in the building. I see you, Cook.
Joe was
What's going
good.
on,
Was
Joe? What's
good. Joe Wembley was
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
happening.
Everybody's saying salute, man. Happy Soul
Yes,
Day,
happy
man.
Right.
Soul
Happy
Day
Soul Day,
indeed to
Antoine, man.
Antoine.
100%.
Man. Hey, yeah, we thick for the Escobar season.
We in the
It's
thick of
for
it.
real,
We in the
for
thick
real,
of
for real, for real,
Esco
for real.
season.
But
Yes.
real talk, just real quick, man, 'cause we didn't say this last week. We gotta say a salute, man, to Cameron, man, to his mom, Dukes, him, his fam. You know what I'm saying? He lost his mom. Let's be clear. You know, he dropped his whole career for his mom, man, when she lived in Miami. He moved from New York to Miami. So, you know, he got mad love for his mom. First of all, let's be clear. Mama got the lokes on in the back. You know she was a real one.
Mama.
Playing, man, with
Right.
them lokes on. You know what I'm saying? Salute
Facts.
to Cam. You know what I'm saying? He had a dope little kind of like love letter to her on his IG. Just what's y'all love and what would just some thoughts for Cam real quick.
Man, I mean, salute to Cam. I mean, and rest in power to Miss Frederica. You know, off top, man. I mean, Cam is definitely one of the legends in the game, man. Dude has been, I mean, he's paved the way, man, for so many cats, man, especially, Harlem MCs, just other MCs in general, man. Just we want to make sure we show our love though, to Cam's mom, man, and we know he's going through a tough time right now. Like you said, Iceberg, he dropped everything for his mom's, which we all
Yeah.
would do. You know what I'm saying? We all would
Oh
do
yeah.
that, man.
Oh
So
yeah.
you
Oh
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? She breathed life into this man. So we want to make sure that we salute him the proper way, but also make sure that we pay our respects to his mom for birthing a
Right.
great MC, great person. And we hope we hope Cam that you continue, man, to do what you do. Keep hitting us with them hits, man. And again, salute to your moms, big dog.
Absolutely.
Dame
Absolutely.
up in here. Bebo, what you think real quick?
Same sentiments, man. Such a moment in Cameron's life was, I'm sure, just was and is tragic for him, just heartbreaking. You could tell that based on his love letter, as you put it, Iceberg, about this news, that his mom's really loved and supported him. I mean, Cam even stated that she was witty, funny, intelligent, sarcastic, outspoken, and just loved social media. So being in inclement health isn't easy. But now she's in a better place than here. So with that said, Fresh Out would definitely like to say rest in peace to Frederica Giles, with much love to you and your family and loved
Much
ones,
love.
Cameron. Much love. Much love.
Well said, Bebo P. Well said.
All day, all day.
Hey,
Yes.
man,
Well
Prayers,
said,
prayers,
brother. Well
prayers
said.
prayers of comfort for your peoples, Cam.
Again, we got a good show tonight, man. MzLB supposed to pop on, man. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? So we want to kind of get things moving, man. Again, last night was crazy. Hold on real quick, man. Devon said lost my mom at 21.
Oh, man.
Glad she got to see his success. Facts, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's some real talk, man.
Shout out to
Salute
you
to
and
you
your
too.
family. Yeah.
Devon,
Shout out to you,
absolutely,
Devon.
man. Absolutely.
Man, and this is just a reminder, man, like if you still got your mama, you know what I'm saying? Call her, check on her, man. You should get on your nerves, man. It's your mom, Dukes. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're looking out for her, man, all day. You know how it goes down, man. Salute to Devon.
Absolutely.
Maddox in the building was good.
What up,
Matic,
Soul?
what's happening?
Cam and his family
What's good, man?
for the
Good to see you
tremendous loss,
again.
man.
Yeah, prayers and support to Cam and his family for their tremendous loss. Absolutely, Soulmatic. Show you right, man. It's not easy. It's not easy when you lose a close loved one, man. So, like Iceberg said,
Absolutely,
cherish the ones that you have while you still have them. Call, text, or something. So, and yeah, much love to you all as well for any loved ones y'all lost. And hit that subscribe and like button if y'all haven't yet. We appreciate y'all. For rocking with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast, Rap City, no basement.
No
Well,
basement.
Hit that link I just put in the chat, man. Maybe you got the wrong link.
Bebo people, where can the people find you though, bro? Because y'all know
oh
you be
yeah,
lurking on social media too, man. Where can they find you?
yeah. So when the handle gets put back right about here, you'll see the at only and one and only Bebop. Yeah, there we go, right there. You can find me with that same name on IG and Twitter. One and
You
only
can
Bebop.
find me in St. Louis, rolling them dudes,
You're
rolling his shoulders.
gonna make me do that little Nelly thing when he was doing that in the video.
Well, this is the thing, man. You know, we here every Wednesday, man, holding it down, of course, man. But again, we here Saturday night, man. We're gonna give y'all some dope music, cause that's what we do.
Yes,
Cause
right.
a lot of platforms don't. We definitely gotta talk about that Nas tonight. Again, I'm just gonna kind of keep on putting this up here all night long. Pause. Antoine's birthday, man. Hit him up on the Cash App. Throw him
Hit
a
him up.
dollar, a couple fives. You know what I'm saying? Throw him down. Ooh, that hundo.
I know up in the
A hundo in his piece.
I got money.
Make sure you give him some bread. The other thing, man, too, salute to y'all, man. We just hit 2,000 subs over at YouTube. You know how it goes down, of course, man.
all because of
Over
y'all.
there.
All because of y'all.
Y'all been blessing us, man, over on our Fresh Out Hip Hop, man, on Facebook, man. We at 839. I think we're almost at that 840. So we gonna be hard on that, man. So, you know, again, you're rocking with the best. You know how it goes down. Bebo, PJ, Kemp, LB the Podfather. You know how it goes, man. We here every Saturday. But, you know, we gotta basically go hard in the paint. Miss LB's in the building. What's
Miss
good?
LB.
Yo, what's
going
up,
down?
everybody?
What's
going
good?
on?
What's
Salute,
good?
salute.
What's
First
good?
off,
What's
y'all don't
good? How y'all
understand the
doing?
game. Y'all
I'm
don't
happy.
understand the game. Miss LB's
I'm
always
happy.
holding it down, keeping it trill. First of all,
Keeping it
Andre, what's
1,000.
goody with
Oh,
the
Andre.
What's good,
Look,
Andre?
I guess I ain't the only one out here.
Okay. Real quick,
Okay.
just started following y'all. The Nas
Appreciate it.
concert looked lit. Saw him in Chicago last September, man. Salute, man. But
Salute
this
to
one
you,
look
Andre.
even more.
Salute, Andre.
AC, appreciate the
1,000.
contribution.
Hey, if
Yeah.
y'all
Miss
don't know Miss
LB.
LB, Miss L Book, let's be 100.
All
Ohio
day, L Book.
representative. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We know each other just from the love of hip hop. So he's like,
The
hey, man,
love
we
of
gotta get on the
hip-hop.
show, man.
All
You know what I'm
day.
saying?
Yeah.
And some of y'all know her too in the
Yeah, I
chat.
know it too,
Right.
man. Miss
Absolutely.
LB, what's going on tonight?
Hey,
Hold on.
yo,
I
what's
see
up?
with the Nas in the background. Hold on.
Yeah, I had to do it.
Look,
I had to do it.
look,
Uh-oh.
I
she's
had to do it.
prepared.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We
She's
see you. We
prepared.
see
It
you.
ain't
Hey, hold
fully,
on.
With
Put,
the vinyl.
yet. It ain't fully complete yet, but you know, I'm
It's all
working on
good.
it.
got it.
It's all
Nah,
good.
Bebo, hold
nah.
on. Pull out the
You
money 'cause
in
she got the
there
green on.
with the
Oh,
vinyl.
right. She
Yeah.
look,
I
you
got
doing this?
money.
First of all, Miss LB too.
Oh, y'all didn't even check this out.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
man. Come on. Let's go. Representing the fresh out. Come on, you know how
We
it
see you.
goes.
We
Salute to
see
you, Miss
you.
She got the
LB.
vinyls on. And she
Salute.
got the
Miss
cup too.
LB's
Oh,
in there.
Shoot. Oh,
hold on. What's in the
Oh.
cup, though?
yeah. What you got? What you got up in there now?
You know.
No,
Hey,
no,
man, toast.
little something.
You know,
First of all,
you know.
if y'all don't know,
We-
man, like
We there, Miss LB. We there.
Heavy
Got a
hitter
little something
hip-hop.
in my cup too. You know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
What's up,
heavy
J.
hip hop
Camp?
fan.
It's good. Keep a little something
Coming
in there.
from that Ohio. So
Right.
we got to start off real quick, Miss LB, talking about that influence, man, with Bone. The question is, man, like, cause this Wednesday, we're gonna be talking about our top 5. What we doing? Top 5, top 10, or top 25, J. Camp?
We're gonna do top 10 groups.
Top
That's what we
10
gonna
groups
do.
of all time.
Yeah.
But we had to basically bring Bone out real quick and just give him some love on the platform because we got Miss LB.
Absolutely.
Oh, so
What's
they ain't gonna make the list?
Oh,
we-
hold on now, Miss LB. Hold on now. We Bone fans. We Bone fans over here now.
Boom.
Hold on. Mama's in the building saying,
Mama!
Miss LB looking
Mama!
What's
smooth.
up, Mama Bear?
What's good?
Mama
Now,
Beth
hold on,
says,
like,
say you looking smooth.
What's the
Smooth.
impact that
She say
Bone
you
had on
looking smooth.
Ohio and Miss LB real quick? And then J. Camp B. What
Oh.
y'all going after that?
Jesus. I mean, we really didn't have anyone coming out like that. You know, they had a fresh new style. It really changed the game for real, you know?
Facts.
Yeah.
I just remember when they first came out, I think their first thing was like 95. So their underground thing was Faces of Death, which was like 94, 93 or
Off the
something like
board.
that.
Yep.
And, that was circulating in the hood, real tough or whatever. So we was like, who is these dudes, Um, and it just came with something different. It was spectacular for us because we didn't have anybody,
Right.
we didn't. And still don't really, so.
It's all
My
good.
question is, before y'all go in Bebo P and J Ken real quick, who
Mhm.
is more impactful, man? LeBron or Bone?
Now or just overall? Or then?
Overall, man. Come on, man. Overall.
That's from MzLB.
Yeah, that's
She's
from Miss LB,
Ohio.
man.
We need to
Ooh,
know from MzLB.
Yeah,
you
ladies
said
first.
Bone or who?
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Ooh, I personally would have to say Bone. Just
Okay.
because I just have more of a love for hip hop than I do for basketball. I mean, I like basketball;
Okay.
it's great,
Okay.
but
Okay. J Camp, man, what's your thoughts on the Bone joint? Because I remember when we was growing up, man, just seeing him on the hood of the whip, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. In the videos,
Yo,
like, let's be clear.
I mean, MzLB brought up the era. Like I remember going to Sam Goody and copping the tape. I'm gonna show my age most of
Yeah.
the time, but I copped the tape of that creeping on the come up. It was in '94. I was at River City Mall, Sam Goody. I still remember the
Yeah.
time and place because I had to have that. Like that's when we had the box. I don't know if everybody else had the box, but
yes,
We
man,
had the box.
they
Yep.
man the Bone they played their Bone video over and over and over. Like I felt like I knew Tasha. You know what I'm saying? When she's it's the darkest rockets ball. I felt like I knew her.
dude.
You know what I'm
All the
saying?
girls
Like,
wanted to be Tasha. You hear me?
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
Shout out to
listen,
Tasha.
and just, you know, falling in love, pause. You know what I'm saying? Being such a fan of all the members, Crazy, Lazy, Wish, all them busy. Man, like just being able to like quote each and every verse when they came on. And just like that was my favorite group back then. I was like,
Fact.
man, Easy found him one. Like these, like you knew off top, these dudes was gonna be legendary. So I agree, they are more legendary than LeBron because they changed the game. Like this was different. They was completely different than what we heard before.
Facts.
There was a Kobe, there was an MJ before Bron. And no disrespect to Bron. Bron is great. I mean, he might go down as the best ever. But Bone was different though.
Yes,
They
he was.
truly was niggas in harmony. Like they truly was dudes who was
Niggas in
in harmony.
harmony.
They was singing and rapping. We never heard anything like that
Nah, it was
before.
crazy.
Not on that
Seven
level. That
hundo.
was different. And the production, like Easy really took these dudes, man, and just found gold. He really did at the end of a rainbow.
Yeah.
And he spread that to everybody in the world. I mean, people in the Midwest was on that, but like West Coast, down south, East, you had to respect Bone. I don't know nobody who said Bone was trash. Like we can say some of I've heard people say some of my favorite artists was trash, but I've never heard anybody say Bone was trash though, ever.
Right.
Never heard anybody say that. Them
Bebo,
dudes
what you
is
think on
legends,
this
man.
joint?
Bebo, what you thinking, bro?
Same deal as what y'all said in significant fashion. My first introduction to them was Creeping on a Come Up, that cassette, with the 7 songs on there, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. And then, from there I'll backtrack to the Faces of Death, but then, that Creeping on a Come Up in East 1999
Iconic.
Eternal.
Yep.
I mean, phenomenal. And like Miss LB
Both
said,
albums.
yeah, and like Miss LB said, the Midwest doesn't really, or didn't, and still really doesn't have like a groundswell of artists that came from there that helped to change the game or take part in it. So for Bone to come through how they did with the style that they did, it was just phenomenal. And it was really good to even fast forward to today to
Fact.
see them in the verses and even backtrack from there. Got to salute the late great Eazy-E for basically putting them on. But other than that, I mean, what they got about close
Right.
to 10 albums, I think, give or take, and they're definitely legacy. One of the best groups to ever do it in hip hop.
Right.
Well,
And
like you
they
said,
got joints with Pac and Big.
There,
Facts.
yep,
Facts.
they
Let's
sure
be
do.
clear on that.
hot joints with them
Yep,
too. Like not
yes.
no doodle B
Classic
Yep.
joints, not just joints. classic
Yeah.
joints where
Yeah.
Pac
Yeah.
did.
Classic.
Well, this
Classic.
is
Yep. It's probably them and Easy Mo B, probably some of the only cast that's worked with both iconic legends on that Mount Rushmore hip hop.
Mhm.
Well, this thing, save all that for Wednesday because we're gonna be talking about some groups, and of course, Bone will
Just
be
had to
up
give y'all a
in
little
there.
teaser,
Of course,
just
you
a
know,
little,
have
Oh,
him
little,
around.
little
absolutely.
teaser,
But-
little something.
You know.
This is the thing, man. We got Miss LB in the building.
All
If y'all
day.
don't know who she is, like she's the super duper hip hop cat.
Salute.
Super duper.
Gotta
Toast.
get on, man. Come on. You see
Thank
the
you,
Nas in the
guys.
background. And this is the thing. It's a perfect situation for that background, of course, Miss LB, because we gotta talk about Nas.
Mm.
Cut that nigga's nuts off Jay-Z. Nuts out. Oh man, Jay-Z
Right.
said, oh damn.
Hit him with the Jesse.
Oh, hold on, man. Hey, where your
Cut the
knuckles at,
niggas
cuz?
off.
What
Fighting Irish,
Nah,
Notre Dame
dude,
style.
he just hit Jay-Z below the belt, man. What the heck? Hey, man. Dude.
You can't help yourself, can you?
You know we can't. You know we can't. But like you said, you here for it. You here for all the smoke.
I
Miss
am.
LB.
I'm definitely here for
Hey.
it.
I
We
remember
couldn't
that.
go, so we was living through Antoine. I was on. Me and BWP was on the phone 12 o'clock last night, waiting for the videos to come in. Pause. Miss LB, what was your thoughts, man? Just on Nas selling out the Garden, first time ever headlining the Garden,
Yes.
and then is this a one up on Jay?
Incredible for one, but I never doubted he couldn't do it.
Mm.
You know, I just
Mm.
feel that for whatever reason, people always had him as the underdog, like he couldn't do the things that he's capable of doing, and he showed up time and time again that he's been showing for 30-something years that he's able to do it. Yeah, he's had his valleys. We all know that a couple of times, but within those valleys, he still had some great songs and peaks. You know what I mean? You know, on those songs. So it was phenomenal to see. The only gripe I have with the concert is that I was not there. The energy was so freaking amazing. I felt it
Crazy.
through the videos. Matter of fact, Iceberg, I tried to send you a live. This dude was doing live at the time that it was going on, and I tried to send it to you. And I guess by the time you saw it, it was done. But it was phenomenal to see through the live, and then I got to see other videos afterwards. The energy in there was just crazy.
Crazy.
Well, hold on. I got a clip though. Hold on. I got a clip real quick. Hold on. Oh, what now?
When they take us up though, we don't give a fuck. Imagine smoking weed in the streets without cops harassing. Imagine going to court, no trial. First and move behind the waters, no welfare supporters. Cops are set away, we raise our daughters. Days are shorter, nights are colder. Feeling like life is over. These snakes strike like the cobra. The world's hot, sun got knocked. Evidently, it's elementary, they want to score.
Hey,
That's my stuff.
hey.
Fair use. Fair use.
Let's be clear. Like we had a prediction last week. We was like, okay, he may have Foxy on there. He might have Jay might come out. Hey, we saw Slick Rick, we saw Mary, and we saw AZ. He kind of kept it on the home team.
And Hit Boy.
Jay can't. Oh yeah, of course, Hit Boy.
Yep.
Come on, yeah, come on. Shout out to Hit Boy too.
Side note though, what was Hit Boy wearing? I'm sorry, but that was not it. I'm sorry. Those shiny ass pants, them boots, that sweater, the way it was hanging, the shirt. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I love Hit Boy, but baby, no.
Miss LB, we here on that.
Stop.
I felt the same way. I was like, come on, Hit Boy.
Did you saw it? Okay, thank you.
You can't be showing up like that, G.
Not no Madison Square Garden, the legendary Conway.
Hey man,
What
you gotta
are we
understand,
doing?
man. It's some Cali dudes. Speaking of Cali dudes, man, shout out to Nino Beige in
Come
the
on.
building. Hold
Nino.
it down, man.
Nino,
What's
good,
good,
bro.
cousin?
Nino
What's good?
Beige.
Super producer in the building. Jay Kent, real quick. What was your thoughts when you saw the videos coming in? Like again, we living through Antoine, so I'm trying to star everything he's saying, man.
I'm mad because I wasn't there too, just like Miss LB said. Now, I have had the privilege to see Nas before.
Me too.
I seen him in Colorado at the Cannabis Cup. Don't judge your boy. You know what I'm saying? I was at the cup, you know what I'm saying? Doing my thing, libations and all. You know what I'm saying? But I seen Nas live, so I seen all the classic joints that he's performed before. But this was different though. This was a salute. This was a paying homage to the king, to God's son. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be there, man. I had to live vicariously through the videos just like everybody else. That's why I said salute to Antoine for being in the building.
Absolutely.
Yeah, happy birthday
Man,
too.
but
Yes.
my first thought, like MzLB said, what was Hit Boy on? It took my eyes away from the actual performance because I was like, Hit Boy,
Yes.
nah, bro. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't it. I'm just glad though that Nas at least came out in that iconic Nas attire.
Facts.
The Tim,
That Mets
the
Listen,
swag.
that man gonna
Knicks
show up
on.
as him every time.
Every time.
Every single time. He ain't trying to pull a Jeezy, come through
No.
with a tux. You know what I'm saying? You know how some of these dudes be trying to like go all the way Holly weird, come out in the tux and be original. Be who you
Be who you are.
who you are that got you there.
Be who you
I
be.
want to see that dude. The hat to the barely on, you know, like Nas and Tip are the only dudes who can pull that off. You know, we
And
ain't talking
Nori.
about that.
And Nori
that,
back then.
Nori with the
that
swag.
snitching Tip.
Cut that
We
niggas
ain't
out.
talking
Hey,
about that
hey,
one.
real quick before you go in, J.
Nori
Kent.
too.
Can we just acknowledge Brian Larkins? He said Nas sold out the Garden solo dolo and no fake retirement.
And not a whole lot of guest features either.
Salute Brian, man, for that, man.
Salute. Indeed.
Bebo, what was your thoughts? Like I said, we was on the phone chopping, and then we saw the videos just pop. What was your thoughts, man? And then also, what have you saw since then? And what do you think as far as this iconic moment for Nas, man? Honestly, man, it's like we saw this dude grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We saw this dude evolve. We saw the downs, man. Milkshake swag. We saw the highs and lows. And again, shout out to Big Gip because he said, hey, man, people didn't start give a lot of cats didn't give Nas props until he got that money outside of music. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I forgot who said this today. What dude in this moment of his career in rap can sell out the Garden?
Mostly by himself. Not a lot of
By
features.
himself.
Right. Well,
No Nas and friends.
Right.
It's just Nas. 34 records, by the way. Let's be clear. 34 records he did last night.
that just goes to show the ongoing legacy and legendary status that he harnesses from the early 90s to this very day. That energy from when, Iceberg and I was on the phone, just, peeping out just a few of the clips to, seeing even more today. The energy I know it was lit for those who attended, but I just know and felt the energy just from our standpoint for those of us who couldn't be there in person, but just saw the footage, just saw the energy. Yeah, shout out to Touch. Was good.
Absolutely, shout out to Touch.
I mean, when you saw him bulked up in that fur and rocking that Speechless track from the Magic album by himself, like MzLB said, by himself, in nearly all white, it appears, and then he had the confetti coming down on with the off-white fit, but he didn't have the fur joint on the joint, the pressure. And then on and then the water, like the ocean waterfalls, while spitting that Wave G words, then hyping the crowd because from that Wave G words verse, he had spit that Thun, the whole song of Thun, and then y'all already know the outfit had to switch, like J Camp said or alluded to with that classic QB. Yeah, he had the QB chain on, rocket. He spit that Reminisce verse, first verse in the hook, and then when you see Mary J. Blige rise from the back.
Hold on. Don't bust that nut yet. Hold up.
Stop it.
Mary J was looking big. Stop the cap. Come on, man. Brought out the old school swag, man. Hey man,
Now,
what was your thoughts on Mary though, real quick?
I
Miss
thought
LB,
it
you
was
got the. Oh,
time.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Miss LB. I thought it was time great, but go ahead, Miss
that
LB. I
wasn't
want
what
to hear your
I was
thoughts
about to
on it.
respond to Antoine 1486.
Go ahead.
He accomplished this with the King's Disease Trilogy, not Illmatic. That's one album. What did you expect? What are you talking about?
Hey, Antoine, what you
Now,
talking about?
Antoine, you got that picture. How dare you?
I wonder if
Okay.
he's talking about. Do you think he's talking about accomplishing the Madison Square Garden with the
Well,
King's Disease trilogy?
I mean, this put a plus on it, but I don't. I think he would have been able to do it before.
I think so too.
Facts.
I really do. I really do think that this upped it up a level.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I'm happy to see that he did it this way because it's a lot to be celebrated.
It is.
Hey,
This
salute to
music is
88 Spence in
freaking
the building,
epic.
of course, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, you said about the Mary, right? Iceberg.
Mary,
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike 100 for the $2 Holly saying when Esco did 30.
Man,
was the
salute to
slap
Mike.
with me. Salute to Mike, man. But what would you think about the Mary joint, Miss LB?
I thought that was dope. I
Yeah.
thought it was really dope. It was something unexpected because everybody was looking for all these other people. They was looking for Foxy. They was looking for, like you said, a Jay-Z appearance. All these other, crazy people they was expecting to come out. Then he brought, I'm sorry if I'm busting a nut too quick, but the Slick Rick came out. Slick Rick came out. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
You was
I
not
about
expecting
fell
that.
out. When Slick Rick came out, I
man,
about
still
fell
got it
out.
too, man. Shout out to Mr. Rick, man.
I was
Come on,
like,
man.
Dude.
Gula.
Ricky? He's here? I was like,
Hey, young world.
What was your thoughts, man? Just collectively, when AZ came out.
Oh my
He
goodness.
came out, the
man.
floor jumped up because again, most people like, oh, they got beef, they ain't talking, they ain't rapping, and he's the only MC on his level.
Listen.
Rick is over here, but that came out, man. What was your thoughts, J. Ken?
Listen, I had tweeted out like 2 days before the show. I said I want to hear a Nas and AZ album like so bad.
All day.
And then seeing AZ come out, it just reaffirmed all those feelings that I was feeling before. Because AZ's a legend, like Brian Larkins is saying. You know what I'm saying? Like we need that Nas and like the world needs that. We've been needing it since what 94. You know what I'm saying? Like we need that Nas and AZ joint. And seeing him come out on stage and they performed that classic joint. It just brought back so many memories, man. That was a trip down memory lane. That's what that was.
Indeed.
And
Indeed
people
it was.
forget how like Mary had it popping. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the queen of hip hop soul. Let's stop.
I can only imagine being at the
quick?
Garden.
Always.
Go ahead, Ms. LB.
Did y'all see he did the memory lane acapella? The second verse? Dude. Word for word, the breath control. Dude. After doing all that, I'm like, yo.
Bag, man. That's just elite MCing. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was blown away.
Yeah, that's elite MCing right there.
What's your thoughts, man, on just the brotherhood? Because again, like a lot of cats, they don't want Nas and AZ to do no album. And shout out to Elite, Social Elite 82. Hey, let us know why you think it's not happening.
Why you think that?
Yeah.
It's got to happen, Social Elite. It's got to.
It's got to. You know they got records in the deck, man.
You cheating the fans if that don't happen, man. Like you cheating the people, man. Like we need that, man. You know.
But Bebo, what was your thoughts, man, on AZ coming out as the only MC from his era to come out?
I think that it was very dope to see. We haven't seen those two, or at least I haven't seen those two on stage together in a long time. So to see that happen at Madison Square Garden was dope. And the other thing that was dope, in addition to the black pell jacket that AZ wore, was when he came up. Yeah, he was stunting. But when he came up from that platform, one thing I noticed was Nas just let AZ shine at that moment in that area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To spit his verse, and then right after the verse was done spitting and they was spitting the hook, that's when Nas walked up, side by side. So, I'm not trying to speak for Nas or, his team or whatever.
No,
But
you spot on, bro. You spot on.
it just seemed like, okay,
It felt like
this is my brother's
planned.
moment right here.
Now
Yeah,
you
this
ain't
is a
been
Nas
that-
show,
saying
but this
AZ.
is my brother's moment.
that
You know what I'm saying?
felt
Because
planned. Like that was a moment.
and then
like,
this, and then the hug, right? You know, in the midst of the hook.
Nas understood
That was
that.
dope.
He understood
He did
how
understand
epic, how
But not
iconic and epic that was. He understood that.
not only
Yeah.
does he understand the brotherhood and everything else, and how AZ straight delivered on that song. Let's be clear.
Bars,
Killed
That's
it.
a
Killed it.
moment.
bars.
I
Yes,
mean,
salute to
some
AZ.
say that he outshined Nas on that song. It's close. It's close. It's
He
close.
delivered.
Oh,
Delivered.
He delivered. He
With
over
the T at the
delivered.
end.
Okay, he over
He's
delivered.
delivered. He's delivered.
He over delivered. But what I will say is, if you are a Nas fan, you know how humble he is. He don't mind spreading the spotlight
Nah.
and
Right.
let somebody else shine, because he know that doesn't dim his star.
Right.
And a lot of other people forget that, you know?
Right.
Yep.
Facts. Let me
Absolutely.
just give y'all a little nostalgia real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
Let's
real
go.
quick. Let's go. Look at the crowd.
Braveheart.
Look at
Braveheart.
the crowd.
Confetti
going,
again.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that joint, man.
It ain't Bo. Y'all know it's Nas, yo.
Imagine being up in there, man.
I'm telling you, I'm saluting Antoine all night. That man was in the building,
we
bro.
salute you, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm
Man.
jealous of Antoine all night.
Yeah, facts. Again, hold up, man.
Yeah.
If
the
y'all don't
building.
understand the situation, Antoine 1486, day one club. You know how it goes
His
down.
born day.
It's his birthday, and he went to. Hold up, pull out the money, B-Bo.
Oh, the money. You know the money ain't gonna.
It went for. Hey, first of all, let's be clear.
nowhere.
Just went from Monopoly.
We went from
bread.
we went from this real money, from that real money to level up.
He didn't
real
hit
money.
the blade, cuz. and came back with a stack. Come on, stop playing.
Don't hate. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Come on. So again,
You selling
shout out
that
to
dope
Antoine.
and narcotics there?
Narcoticus.
Narcoticus.
It's his
Get that
birthday.
narcotic,
Hit the
don't you?
cash app, man, for our brother, man. Show him some love. We gonna
Salute
Oh, I
to
didn't hear that
Antoine.
part. Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Antoine.
happy birthday. Yeah. That's our guy,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Come on,
yeah.
man. It's family.
Y'all get one of these to pin up here or here. Antoine.
You going backwards, man.
Yeah,
Right,
just,
you going
hey,
backwards,
we
bro.
appreciate you
Right,
though,
we
man.
supposed to be
Antoine
showing
saying
you
the
love, G.
The media tends to hold Nas's career to Illmatic.
Facts.
He sold out the Garden with recent material that the media and radio have been ignoring.
Facts.
And,
That's what
this
he was trying to
one hell of
say.
an achievement by the GOAT, is what I meant. Agree
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely
My bad,
This is the
Antoine.
thing too.
Star that man's joint right there, man.
Yes.
Facts. This is the thing
Yes.
though. You didn't see a lot of press at the event, even after the event. I was looking for all the news and all the clippings and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey
I
man,
think
they
it was
trying to suppress
one
this cat.
dude, I think from he the editor or something from Hip Hop DX or something, if I'm not mistaken. He
Hip
just
Hop
took
DX,
over.
I saw Hype Magazine put out something, and then Billboard kind of put out a little something.
I'm talking about the guy that was at the show. His name is like
okay.
Ill Will or something like that.
He is
Okay.
with Hip Hop DX, I believe.
Right.
MzLB.
Okay.
Yeah.
One person.
This the question though. Do you think Nas is gonna take us on the road?
Do we think he's gonna take it on the road?
Do you think he's gonna take this tour, this concert on the road? Because it was one night only. He just got done touring with the Wu-Tang. Do y'all think he is, or should he take it out on the road? But do you think he will? Chat, I need to know too. Chat, what y'all thinking too?
I think he should really just dwell in this, because this is his hometown saluting him. You know what I'm saying? This is the city holding him up high. You know what I'm saying? I think he should relish this. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think he should take this on the road. I think this should have been like, they should have been paying homage like this a long time ago, but he deserved this though. Now, like this is your city. This is where you deserve all your flowers. I don't think he should take this on the road at all. My personal opinion.
I love Queen Anna. That's my dog.
Salute to
man.
Queen
She always
Anna.
going hard. She always go hard to paint. Dot. Bebo, what you thinking on this
Right.
though?
No, ladies first before Bebo. Go ahead.
Oh, well, thank you, gentlemen. Um, I have mixed feelings because I agree with what J Camp said as far as, this is his city. These flowers need to be submitted where he's at. However, you are robbing everyone else
That
of
too.
enjoying this music because we love it so much. You know what I
That
mean?
too.
And
Facts.
I wanted to go to this concert so bad. The only reason why I
Me
didn't
too.
go because I thought it was going to be cold and I didn't want to go by myself.
Facts.
But if I had known what I would known, I would have just said, forget it and just went,
Yeah.
because the energy there just seems so real. But anyway, back to the question.
Yeah.
I think that it's two sides. I think that, I can appreciate what J Camp said as far as this is his hometown. And also I think that he's robbing the other fans of it too, because they enjoy it
too.
as well.
Facts.
I've seen so many people had traveled from like Canada or Denver and all over the place to come to this event. So
Facts.
I would like to see him do it, even if it doesn't have to be massive, but just hit some nice big towns, something where everybody can get to that's from smaller towns,
MzLB said massive. Pause.
You know what?
Let's be clear.
See,
Hold on.
pull this plug. Go on and pull it. Stop.
Anyway,
Look,
extra show. Hold up.
keeping it going. Look.
Hold on. Let's be clear. Madison Square Garden hosts 20,000 folks. There was 20,000 people plus. You know how black folks is. You know, I had a family back here. So probably about 30,000 in the back. But this was crazy though. But Bebo, one more question, but need your thoughts on this one. Should it go out on the road at some point? I'm not saying this year, just at some point. Because again, 34 records just off of King Disease. Like Brian was saying, this is new music.
Yeah, I definitely think that there needs to be a tour of some sort. Maybe, it doesn't have to be immediate from this Madison Square Garden.
What's good?
I think that Nas just needs to be in whatever groove and, whatever the best strategy is in order to keep that verve going and keep the momentum flowing. So maybe that looks like working on a King's Disease or whatever album after that. After the Madison Square Garden, then maybe going on tour, or if he could do both at the same time, that's cool too. So those are my thoughts.
Everybody trying to make Nas James Brown. Like, yeah, he need to get on stage. He need to do everything. Come out with an album too.
Man.
But again, hold up.
Salute to Not Mr. Pro Not. We appreciate y'all for coming through.
Hey, salute, man. Hey, yeah, have a good
Appreciate
night.
you for
Everybody
coming
be safe
through.
too, man. Salute for coming through.
Yeah, be safe.
Question. And shout out Mr. Pro Not, man. Our guy, man, always holding it down.
Yeah.
We thought 50 was gonna come out. We had that a prediction that 50 might come out and do some KD4. MzLB. Do you think that KD4 is gonna come out this year?
I don't think there's going to be a KD4. I think there will be another album, but not KD4. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because of a certain individual. I'll tell y'all behind the scenes who this person is, but she works in his camp, and she's stating that there won't be a KD4. It just will it will be some more music though. So if he is working on something, it won't be under the KD
banner
album central or whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on. MzLB giving some exclusive.
This is what y'all come to Fresh Out for.
Goofy, though. Hold on.
Yeah.
Goof too. MzLB saying no KD4 with 50.
No.
What? No. It's gonna be KD4, but not with 50.
No, I never. No. I don't think it's gonna be an album called KD4. I think it's gonna be another album.
Right.
Gotcha.
But and 50 will be on it, but it won't be under the KD4 umbrella or the KD umbrella.
Okay.
I got you.
J. Kim, what you thinking? Chat, what y'all thinking too?
Decisions.
They did not announce that, Nino.
I think there will be another King's Disease, but I I'm leaning towards MzLB. I don't think 50 will be on the KD4,
That's not what I
but
said, Jacob.
I think 50 is going to be on the Nas album.
Stop the cap.
But I don't know if it's going to be like King's Disease though.
I mean, Nas is such a person.
What's going on?
What was you gonna say, Miss LB?
No, I seen I think Nino Beige. Salute to you. From my understanding, he said something about they already announced. No one said that except for 50. And to be from my understanding, like I said, from someone that I follow that's in his camp, they're saying that there's more songs and more albums, but it's not going to be under the KD umbrella. So again, 50 probably is working on some music with Nas, but it won't be a KD4 is what I'm saying.
Okay. Got you.
No doubt. Nas has always been the type of person to just obviously be himself unapologetically, and then oftentimes or sometimes just kind of do things unpredictably throughout his career. So that could be the case here, such as what MzLB is alluding to. Of course, MzLB seems to have more information on this than we do, perhaps. Maybe allegedly. But I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to see what comes about.
And if it'd be lying, nothing new.
50 be lying. That's what they say.
I feel like KD is meant to be just a trilogy.
It should be. I think it's time to move on to something else. And not saying that he should leave Hit Boy, right? Because I think that's his. They are so great together. I just think that it should be another series or something different, Magic 2 or whatever. I don't know, but something different.
Somebody says it's still Magic. Brian Larkin says still Magic.
That's dope. That is dope, though.
I think, man, and it was crazy. You see everybody running the Hit Boy too. They literally like,
oh yeah,
everybody going over there after the Grammys. They was like, yeah, I'm in the studio with Hit Boy. What's good?
Benny the Butcher, Music Soul Child.
Yeah, Soul Child was up in there.
Maybe
he's trying to get him. This other thing too, man. And J Cam's having some problems with his cam, so I kind of wanted to wait till he got back in here. But the concert was amazing.
Yes.
Everybody remembers, hip hop fans remember Jay-Z's Fade to Black, the fake retirement album. And he rolled out everybody on the red carpet, man. And it was amazing, even though Kanye couldn't get in. Even though he had a song on the Black album. Does this concert solidify Nas as the greatest rapper of all time, MzLB? This ain't no bias situation either. We looking at it.
I'm sorry, it's gonna be biased for me.
Okay, all right, okay.
And the reason, I'm gonna be honest. It's biased, but it's also, you know what? All right. No, it's biased and it's objective as well, because I like Jay-Z. I'm not gonna say that I don't care for him and I don't like his music. I've listened to him. He's a great rapper. He does phenomenal things with his artistry. But we also know other things that he's also done with that artistry as well. You know what I mean? So that takes a little bit back from him for me. Just saying. But with Nas, to me, he's been the greatest rapper to me since '96. I'm just sorry. You know, it just is what it is. Because of the things that he's been able to paint. He transports you into his music. You know what I mean?
The dude rapped about being a gun.
He rapped about being a gun. He rapped about being a fetus. He rapped about being beef. He rapped about being a jail cell. He rapped the story in reverse. You know what I mean?
She's on fire.
I'm just saying, like, you know, who's done that? And then you say this guy is number one. Who's done that? No one. And then the vivid details that this guy tells in his stories, whether you talk about the setups, shootouts, freaking undying love, like no one talks about that small world. Like, come on.
JB saying Nas is hip hop and Jay is mainstream hip hop.
And that's true. But and that's okay. We're not saying I'm not saying that that's not okay.
Facts.
I'm just saying I just prefer
Facts.
Nas over Jay-Z. You know, some people love hits, and that's okay. But to me, he's been that since '96. And again, like I stated earlier, yeah, it's been some valleys with him. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
whether you
and
don't like
but this thing, I love the fact that what Nas said. Nas even said it on KD3. He said, "Man, yeah, I got a problem with picking beats, but you know, it is what it is." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't get that though. Because it wasn't a problem with picking beats. It's to and this is another thing that's probably just personal to me, is because I never really cared about beats anyway. I'm all about the lyrics. So I
facts.
can care less about what the beat doing. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because
Yeah.
I just don't. A lot of people want to, because everybody want to party. That's why they care
Facts.
about beats. So you can
Facts.
say a bunch of bull on a beat, just long as that beat slapping. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
So just me.
Well, this is
I'm
the
Word.
sorry.
Pro-
Go.
Prominence
You
in sports
good.
is saying he's all ready to go. I got Fab is saying I think Nas he's gonna probably do something with for hip hop 50th anniversary, but nothing more for now. Seems to be interested in documentaries, facts, because I mean, like
can
again,
see
the
that.
money's in TV. Let's be clear. I think Fab, hold up, Fab. I've been counting how much you're right. You're 9 for 9, so we're gonna keep on counting tonight, man. How much Fab goes? Can he get 15 for 15 tonight?
You got it.
Nino saying as far putting words together, it's Black Thought, Lupe, Nas, Rakim, and Redman.
I ain't mad at that roster though.
I ain't mad at it either. Jay Kemp's back up in here. Jay Kemp was goody.
Yeah.
Hey man, this is the thing. Before Bebo goes in real quick,
Yep.
I asked MzLB, did this concert solidify Nas
Ooh.
as being the number one rapper, the greatest rapper of all time?
That mean mug MzLB just gave.
Man, she gave that true me, man. Like,
She gave that.
I'm gonna cut it.
It's all love.
It's all love with
I
that blade.
mean,
Go ahead though,
Yeah,
J.
with that
Kim.
blade,
Listen.
yeah. And that baby.
This might
That
sound
Rihanna
like
baby Bullwinkle swag.
this might sound like the true like
You know,
cop out.
Iceberg be messy, so you know
He,
I gotta look at him funny.
he do be extra with it.
Yeah.
He's extra with it. This might be like, I don't want to say it's a cop out answer, but I mean I've always had like Nas and Pac like 1A and 1B, no matter how you flip it. But he's still a GOAT though. Like it don't make him like no less of a GOAT. I just feel like him and Pac are like two cats in their own category right
Ducey
now.
trolling us with the
stratosphere.
Ja Rule swag though. He trolling today.
I'm gonna act like I didn't see that. But salute,
yeah,
but salute,
yeah.
but salute.
You know,
though.
dude come in here. He gonna mix it up when he come in. You know
But
how it goes.
I think the
Pause.
more that Nas comes out with music, the more he performs.
Salute Daniel on the bed.
He's again, he's gonna clip Pac at some point. He just is, man. I feel that. Like he's still in his prime. He's still in his rap prime. Like we don't see that often. A dude is still being his rap prime like
Like
this.
a third though.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's got like 3 variants. He's got it's a 90s Nas, a 2000 Nas, and now we got this 2020 Nas.
Hey, this is the thing. But before you go in, Bebo, can we put the cool phone real quick? Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hey, we saw the KD3 start off with the cover of the table full of food.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw Jay-Z at the Grammys at that same table.
Stop it.
This King Disease to me is dope because it solidifies Nas to me is like people were waiting on the album to be trash and none of them were. Even Magic was crazy in my opinion. I know Fab didn't like the Magic, but
I thought
again,
Magic was dope.
well, I think he said he liked the KD's better or whatever. Somebody, maybe it was Shamari with the do-rag.
It's actually a couple of people said that.
Better than KD1. But okay.
But
yeah,
Bebo, real quick, man. Same question. Did this move? Because this thing we saw Jay at the LeBron situation. at the Grammy situation, at the Super Bowl. He's been trying to just edge this because he knew it was coming. It's like a tsunami. He knew it was coming. When the waves go out, you know it's gonna come back in. Paul, is Nas the greatest with this situation, man? Rocked it by himself, pretty much.
I'll start off by saying, as
Fab said he loved Magic 10 for 10. My fault, man. Jay, he stole the table from Street.
Fab said, "Don't be putting them words in my mouth now."
But he said,
You know
Jay
this,
stole
Fab.
that
I
tape
didn't say
from the
that was
Street
you.
Disciple cover artwork, though. Come on, man. Come on.
But B-Bo,
Where
what you
Nino at? Where
thinking,
Nino
though,
at,
bro?
man?
is that 10 for 10
What-
iceberg for
10
Fab?
for 10, bro.
What you thinking, B-Bo P?
Come on, Fab in here.
As far as when it comes to performances, and in this case, this performance that Nas did at Madison Square Garden, the first thing I think about is that kind of ranking system that Kumo D had in his top 50 MCs book. And, because when it comes to being a one of the greatest MCs or wherever you are in that fray, I think performing is one of them. Is one of the categories that determines
Absolutely.
whether or not
Facts.
where you are
Bar.
level wise. So in comparison to
I hate
Jay-Z, absolutely. I've seen Nas live as well, and he rocked it out at that Rock the Bells. In fact, I was there with Nightmare at the Rock the Bells in Chicago.
Nightmare in the building.
Yeah,
Salute to
yeah,
Nightmare.
salute to Nightmare.
Absolutely.
But it was dope to see that happen at Madison Square Garden from even when I saw Nas at the Rock the Bells several years ago. And with him largely rocking it by himself here at MSG, I do think that this further solidifies his status over Jay.
It should.
Artistically.
It should.
Jay-Z Jay-Z's a good performer too, but he highly relies on a multitude of people appearing for that
Say that B-Bo.
gravitas, and it's not to say he can't do anything on his own. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when you compare the Jay and Nas side by side, Nas is largely independent with what it is that he delivers, unless it's like a special occasion type of situation.
And no,
Slick
B-Bo
Rick,
P is not hating on
AZ.
Jay-Z.
No,
Not at all.
B-Bo
Not at
P is
all.
not hating on Jay-Z. This is Big Gip, grown dude talk. We
All
just
day.
keeping it 1,000. That's all we doing. So for
Bow Wow
all the
up in his
Jay
piece.
stands that's about to be in the mentions, we not hating on Jay. This is just real
Right.
talk.
Well, and let's be clear. Nas even said it. He's like, "Hey, man, there's nobody in my generation to compete with." So he's like,
Well, you kind of put words in his mouth, Vice President. That ain't what he said.
"Me being messy."
Don't you do that.
All right, super messy.
Yes, he stays super messy. Listen,
Yeah, Nas said Jay ain't nothing.
dude.
Every week
Yeah, Nas said Jay
he
he's
searches
not tight.
for if there's a
Y'all
silver
see
lining.
Nas' shoes? Jay-Z stole them shoes, man.
If there's a silver lining, the iceberg searches for it.
Every time.
Every time.
Again.
Stop.
Before we move on to the next subject, man, again, any flowers y'all just want to give Nas real quick before we get up out of here on this topic?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's one of the best ever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of where you cannot have him lower than your top two, in my opinion. Nas. I mean, that dude is just he's different, man. And he has spanned decades. I mean, as being one of the best. Like, it's hard to be the best in every single decade, but he's been one of them dudes still, and he's still in his prime. I don't see how we can't give this man his rightful flowers. That's the only reason why I said, as epic as this event was at Madison Square, it should be that way in NY, because he deserves that platform. He should take the show on the road, but not at that apex, to me, that it wasn't NY. Like that was that coming home. The son, the godson is home. Let's give him his rightful throne in his place, enshrined in hip hop lore. Now take us on the road. and give us all a little something too. But man, that dude deserves his flowers though. Bebo P, MzLB, what y'all thinking?
Please, Bebo P, please go first. I'm gathering my thoughts.
Final thoughts. If Jay-Z did exactly what Nas did, you wouldn't hear the end of it from news platforms, from left to right, side to side. The narrative would be just all over the place. All the Jay-Z fans would rightfully come out and say that this was one of the best performances in hip hop, or some variation or of that narrative. And for Nas to do what he does, whether it's Madison Square Garden or just doing a feature for his longtime homie Core Mega, that just goes to his what he said on Ghetto Reporter. He's over and underground. And this 100%. Monumental performance just shows how organic yet legendary of an MC that he not only is but has been. So salute to Nas, man. If you ever get to watch this, you did your thing, man. Keep doing your thing, and we can't wait for what you have more in store for 2023.
Facts.
Now it's your turn, MzLB.
Yeah,
hope you got your.
Go ahead, MzLB.
No.
Hope you got it all together up here. Yeah.
I don't.
Go in.
Shout out. As far as solidifying him and this concert and everything with this GOAT conversation, again, like I said, it's been done for me for a long time. I appreciate what Jay-Z has brought to the culture, whether it be album sales and other people that wasn't into hip hop that came over because of his features and all this other great stuff. However, I will say that,
but
to me, go ahead, but yeah, it's gonna be a but. Because he ain't number one to me. He ain't number one to me. Never been. I can see. You right, J-Cap, but so I mean, if you take into account again, the storytelling, how detailed it is, the perspectives of items he's rapped from, even his unreleased stuff. Jeez, they trying to paint a picture like this dude wasn't working and wasn't putting out stuff. Dude. Have y'all checked out his unreleased discography? Come on. We talking about Foul Breeze. We talking about 101. We talking about the foulness. We talking about If It Wasn't You featuring Lauryn Hill. Come on. It's a bunch of plethora of other stuff I don't need to name, but so I mean, I don't think that this really solidified. I think the slander, I don't know. There has been what they call rumors that he's been paying off publications and people and this, that, and the third to keep his name in the, circle and things of that nature, instead of letting his pure art speak for it, also with the features and this, that, and the third. Yeah, I said it. And so I think that that's unfair because you're cheap. Then you go get the biggest woman you can find in the game to add on to the cheat code you already had. Because let's be clear, I'm not going to say Beyonce. I'm not going to say Beyonce was the thing that was his cheat code. But what I will say, he already had a cheat code. He added on to it.
How many of Biggie's rhymes gonna come
out? Come out your fat lips, my dude. And everybody else's.
One thing that Big Gip said, though, was he said he got to sit back and look at Big and Tupac's whole move and then just basically just use of it. On the road to riches and diamond, real rings, real niggas do real things. Come on, you took that from Big. And then also, let's be clear, if Big lived and had the group, you would be lieutenant. How you gonna be number one? Like what Jay-Z was Big Gip said.
Well, let's be clear. Does Jay-Z have an Illmatic?
To his credit, I mean, Reasonable Doubt
is great, but is it an Illmatic?
It's classic, but it's not Illmatic.
It's not an Illmatic.
No,
it's not.
Again,
but then this guy. I'm sorry.
Well, real quick. Power 100, salute to the $5 holla. He's saying, which basically goes into what you're saying, MzLB. Mike 100. Jay needed the machine. Nas did it
Organically.
organically. Stop the cap.
Uh,
Salute Mike 100 for the $5
Mike
holla.
100.
Salute.
And that is so true. It's so true. It's so true.
Miss LB, go ahead and finish it off though.
Oh, well, basically, I was just gonna, like I said, I was gonna go back to the like I said, the unreleased stuff, the items that he's talked about through their perspective or whatever, and then also you have, I mean, even if you had sleeper albums, the stuff that people didn't really not rock with, right? You still had Jews on those, even if it wasn't to the population's, standard. You still had a lot of songs on different albums, whether it be Nostradamus, where you have Project Windows or Last Words, or whatever, So I just think that the slander and the things that Jay-Z said in the midst of that battle actually carried the weight of the media to slander Nas in different ways, as far as bad beat picking and how much he was taking off work. But if you look at the work that he's done with the unreleased stuff, his beats aren't really that bad. There's just something people just carried on because of what Jay said. You can't deny this dude of the number one spot. You can't.
Facts. I agree.
100%.
Again, this show was amazing. Again, salute to Antoine. Again, it's his birthday. He was in the building last night. We got video from people. This dude was in the building, and it was his birthday. Showing some love. And come on, he's always represented Nas ever since he's been through it, man. Ain't never changed.
Absolutely.
Even in the profile picture, his look there.
Profile. Come on, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, showing some love on that.
Distant Relatives was dope too, man.
Fact.
I agree.
Oh yeah, with Damian Marley. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was a man. People slept on that one.
Can we just show some love to Salavi real quick? He said hip hop is dead and Untitled are definitely underrated too.
They are.
Oh man,
they
Untitled
joint, the
was
fried chicken joint of my come
with
on.
that Sly
Definitely
Fox.
Untitled.
Yeah.
Man, he was
Sly Fox.
preaching
You
and
can't stop
teaching.
us now.
He was preaching and teaching on that
Nas
Untitled.
fanboys. There's some Nas fanboys on YouTube.
They should have kept
Well,
that
I'm a Nas fan
as
girl.
N-I-G-G-E-R. They
We
should have
just
kept that
speaking
as
facts,
N-I-G-G-E-R.
though.
Yes,
This is just
J
facts.
Camp.
They should have
No, say that again, J.
title
Camp. I'm
with
sorry.
that.
Say
No, I was just saying they should have kept
N-I-G-G-E-R.
that was supposed to be the
No.
title of the album. Initially, it was, but then he had to change it to Untitled because the label made him do that. But it was supposed to be
And Congress.
N-I-G-G-E-R.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the actual song he
Well,
made
the
called
song is dope.
N-I-G-G-E-R
No,
on the song, on the
The
album.
song is dope too on the album,
Yeah,
but the album
absolutely.
was actually supposed to be titled N-I-G-G-E-R, but they made him
Absolutely.
switch it up.
The
Right.
government got on it too.
Can before we get out of here, can we just address Nino Beige, my guy? He said Jay had no cheat codes.
Yes, he did.
Nobody even wanted to sign him. Nas got all the best producers for his debut because of the hype of one verse. That's a big cheat code.
That is super. Come on, dude.
Go in, Miss
Nino is
LB. Go in.
tripping.
Go
in.
in on Nino.
First off,
Clap back to Nino.
he's saying that nobody wants to sign him. Okay, but this guy claims he came in with 100, God knows how many thousands of millions strong. So that's a big cheat code within itself. You started your own label, got the best deal when you was able to prove yourself and got all these people with you, Dame Dad. And, so what are you saying? I don't understand that. I really don't. Because now that, again, what Mike 100 though say, he said that he got it organically. That was the machine behind it with the money. So let's be clear. But respect to you, sir.
Well, this thing, Devon saying Dame Dash and Big was the cheat code.
And they was in the beginning. You're right. Until Jay found out the game, kicked them to the curb, and we ain't got to say no more.
That's that
Man.
cauldron.
Cooking.
That's that cauldron
She
bubbling.
cooking.
Miss LB
Mama
got some
seasoning.
fish
She got the
grease.
seasoning tonight, man.
That's that witch's. That's that witch cauldron. That's the witch cauldron.
Is that that groove noise?
That's that you stirring that pot.
That is that Bohemian Grove hot tub.
Yeah.
Grove. Yeah, my bad. It's Grove.
The
You're right.
Grove.
Miss LB got
man.
the Pyrex. She
Oh,
got the
allegedly.
Pyrex over
Pyrex
there.
Allegedly.
Guru. Yeah. Miss LB, aka the Pyrex Guru. But again, shout out to Nas, man, and salute to Jay too, man. You can't knock
Salute
the
to
hustle
both.
of Jay.
Absolutely.
Jay,
But one last
people.
thing though, before can we please, if we're whether it's Jay-Z or whether it's Nas, and this is just for a hip hop community, can we just celebrate them separately without bringing out the other one? I know they have a synonymous relationship with each other, but just celebrate that person for the great things that they're doing. And that's that. When you bring up the other one, especially when the media loves to grab towards Jay, you know what I mean? It shines his light. You know what I'm saying? This is the time for Nas to be celebrated because Jay ain't put out shit. That nigga on the couch.
Put that kufi. Can we get the kufi on that time? Iceberg.
I'm just saying, well, when he comes out with something more than a 86 bar, you know, when he come out more than that, do you know his fans are acting like this 86 darn gone bar is like an album? It's crazy on Twitter.
That's 100%.
Twitter. It's crazy.
I'm with you there. I'm with you.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
To me, like this is the thing, man. We kind of predicted. I think Jay Camp and Bebo kind of predicted it this year. We knew Jay was gonna come out heavy this year. Like that KD3 when he put that thun on his playlist of the year, we knew he was gonna come out strong. He made Rihanna come out there and do a jig dance, prego, to try to get that bread.
And that
she
didn't
want to do it. She didn't want to do the Super Bowl, but he was like, "Man, you got to do it. You owe me a favor because I hit that book." I hit it.
What you say, MzLB? Did you say he's messy?
Messy boots, iceberg. Messy boots. Messy boots.
Messy bird.
I'm telling everybody, I'm going to court. I'm snitching on Jay.
Oh, you avoiding the clink, Ice. You avoiding the clink.
Another call, Iceberg.
What's that picture?
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Carmen.
That dude, that cell phone. He's like, it's
Young Thug Berg or Gunner Berg.
ID Gunner, dog.
Hey,
Gunner
I
Berg
said he ain't going to the clink.
I'm snitching.
Stop. Like Carmen says, stop. Just stop.
Hey, but salute to Nas, man. Come on, you know how it goes down. New York, y'all got something special last night, man. Salute to
Absolutely.
you. Oh, and he mentioned his mom. I think he mentioned his mom having used to work at the post office, you know,
across the street from the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. So that was an emotional situation.
So that was
how
dope.
Special
that was.
So that's dope
Beth,
too.
Good night to you.
Did y'all see the video where he cried? Did y'all see the video where he cried?
Yeah,
That was so emotional. I cried a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but again, man,
it's not going to be another one like the Madison Square Garden joint for him. He can take it on the road. That was a coronation.
That's major.
But I mean, for him spitting in front of the building, you know what I'm saying, 4016, Roxanne Shante saying, man, step your bars up. And he did. So again, what I can say about real quick, what I can say is like, hey, LeBron, I'm not a LeBron fan, but he came in with the hype and he succeeded it. You know what I'm saying? He got scoring record. I think Nas did the same thing. He came in with the hype, man, and he's still doing his thing, man. So you got to salute to him, man. Come on.
He was one of the first to come in with that type of thing. With the buzz was around him before he even laid a verse for real that people could hear. Him and Snoop, from what I hear.
Yeah. And again,
so mad at you, right, bro?
Think about all the people that he's seen pass away, the Big Puns, the Pox, the Prodigies, man. Like all these dudes that were just
Big L's,
man. Big L's, facts. So, but speaking of that, we could talk about Nipsey. I got Nip. You know what I'm saying? I think MzLB said this
the marathon
last
continues.
week. Oh no, Saturday, where they finally. It's salute to Nip, salute to everybody on the West Coast, man, holding it down, man. Nip's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying, man. It still hurts me to this day, man, because Nip was just on it. He was just a real one, man. They don't. But MzLB was the one that first kind of said it. His shooter was finally found guilty, man. 60 years to life. Is this enough? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the only question I have, man. Like, to me, I didn't feel nothing. I'm like, you know, justice is served, but I don't feel like it's, in my opinion, served, man. I'm still.
How old was the shooter again?
He was in his 30s.
Yeah, he was in his 30s.
He gonna die.
33, I think he was.
Yeah, 60 years, he gonna die. Unless they have one of those situations where they be like, oh, you know how they say like they give you 60 and then you eligible for
Exactly.
parole after so and so. I don't know if that's the case or whatever, but if it's just straight 60, then I think yeah, he's gonna die in prison. But if he's
And
eligible for parole after a certain amount of time, then no, I think that that's not cool.
I need to go back and check Miss LB, but I thought he had an opportunity for
Do
parole
we?
at some
Okay.
point. At some point. Now, again, I can be completely wrong. I need to check that out. But
Me
if
too. I
it's
don't know.
60 with no parole, then yeah, I mean, this is
Yeah.
basically life in prison.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
at the end of the day. So,
Hmm.
like Miss LB said, this dude's gonna rot in there. So, which he should, you know.
Exactly.
We all seen what happened. I don't need to jog down memory lane on that because that's a touchy and hurtful situation, but he deserved that. What you thinking, Bebo?
Uh, Eric Holder's sentencing number, I think that's going to haunt him for the rest of his days, given it's the same number that's synonymous to Nip's former GANG affiliation. The Rolling 60s. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the
Mm.
only way Holder's coming out of lockup, assuming that there is no early parole or release or anything, the only way I see him coming out of lockup is probably in a body bag from somebody giving him that fatality while in there, or
Yeah.
if he's fortunate of old age, maybe while in there, or out of there, or really just extremely elderly, which would be 93. But regardless of Holder's motivation of taking Nipsey out, unfortunately, he's going to be looking behind his back while sleeping with one eye open for the rest of his days in there, or what's left of it. And I say that because if y'all remember back in 2022, last year, Holder had said something about catching an injury to the head and getting beat down behind,
Mm-hmm.
behind bars, while also receiving numerous DEATH threats, from fellow inmates regarding what he did to Nip. So, hey, uh, if the 60 years is the full 60, then I think that the sentencing works. But if there's something underlying to where he 60 turns into 15 or whatever the number is, I'm not really feeling that. But I'd have to see what more details lie there enough.
Can I add to that a little bit?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. I just
No,
want
go
to
ahead.
say that, I agree with both. But exactly with Bebo P, if it was early, you still have the family as are able to come to the parole hearing and say their case. So I think that if they are trying to, give him an early release date, the family coming and saying what this person has did to them, that might be a good factor with him not being released, just in case if that is a factor as far as him getting early
True.
release.
True. But I know we're gonna keep our eyes on the situation and our
Absolutely.
finger on the pulse of
Because he
it.
don't
But
need to be out of there at all.
he
No.
don't. And I know it's
Mm-hmm.
He
hard on the
doesn't.
family because I think the only close person that I think is reported to have shown up for the sentencing was Cowboy.
Mm.
Lauren London wasn't there. None of the Blood family was there apparently. So this is very hard for the family, even after 3+
Yeah.
years or 3 years of what
Absolutely.
tragically happened. So definitely want to give our ongoing condolences to those
Absolutely.
just negatively and tragically affected,
Yeah.
emotionally from this situation.
Absolutely.
Again, like I said, salute to Nip, man. Family, his brother, man. I know his brother's going through it. Do you think we'll hear some music
Brother
from
too.
some of his vault? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Anytime soon, like this year, or you think they gonna wait a little bit?
I think they might wait a little bit, Iceberg. I mean, now that we've got this sentencing, I mean, I think now,
88.
know,
What's good?
they'll kind of let a little bit of time pass and then maybe bless us with like some unreleased new like knit music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, man, shout out to Antoine for that, man. We just talked about Victory Lap last week. Well, on Wednesday, and that's such a classic album. You know what I'm saying? I'm still listening to it myself. I'm still
Yeah.
like soaking that one in. So I think for now, man, like Victory Lap is what it is, and we need to like cherish that one. But I do think at some point they'll come out with like some new Nip music, but I don't want it to be like nothing rushed or nothing garbage. You know what I'm saying? I think it just it needs to be some time. You know what I'm saying? For me,
Queen on the chain, man. It go get Jeffrey
man,
Dahmer,
she said
nigga.
Dahmer though.
Dang.
I mean that's savage right there, Queen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I feel you though.
Queen, my next ex-wife, man. Come on.
Stop.
Stop it. Stop
Stop.
it. I feel you.
Come here,
Big
Queen.
OP, what you
Y'all
thinking? of?
messy together. I get it.
Right.
Big
Big
what
OP
you think?
and MzLB, what y'all thinking on that one?
I think I already spoke about that, didn't I? Because I'm just saying, as far as that is concerned, I just think that if it's enough time, where he's that age, let him rock. And he needs to.
Fab saying, I told y'all I'm from Cali. I always feel weird because I would catch the bus that goes down Slauson to go to work. Feels weird to this day. Nip mixtapes were fire.
Facts.
They were.
Mixtapes was bananas, man.
Can I ask a weird question? Because I saw this on Twitter. Was there a lot of buzz around Nipsey before his passing?
I mean, there was.
Be honest.
Not as much as when Victory Lap came out. When Victory Lap
not
came
as much
out,
as when
But that was
Victory Lap
after his
came out.
passing, right?
No.
Oh, was it?
Victory Lap came out before he passed. But
yeah.
I
Okay.
will say though, there was buzz when it came out with the Slauson season mixtapes. Like he was building up his buzz, and he had like the mailbox
But
money.
it wasn't as massive as when it
It
was.
wasn't
when
as
he passed away.
it wasn't as massive. Maybe in
I'm
Cali.
not being messy. I'm just asking the question because I really don't know. Because I wasn't plugged in like that.
It's a great question. I think the buzz in Cali was massive.
Of course.
But when you talk about outside of California, I don't think it was as big. But Nip still had a groundswell of support outside of Cali. But the buzz commercially was not as big as it was right before Victory Lap. But
be honest, I really just wanted to know because I really didn't know. I got plugged in a little bit before he passed, like really shortly before. I think he did a song with T.I. I don't remember what album it was. Huh?
I think that's when a lot of people did though. Got plugged in right before.
But it wasn't. It was like a song he did with T.I. or something that I really knew who he was, and I'm like, oh, that was a dope verse. Who was this guy? You know what I mean? So I was.
He had a record with like Drake like early. You know what I'm saying? Like he dealt with everybody early.
Come on,
and also,
sir.
what I know. But what Nino was saying is Victory Lap solidified him nationally.
While he was live.
Okay.
And then Fab was saying the same thing, man. He's basically saying that it was more West Coast. He was coming up. But again.
No disrespect. I just didn't know. Because I really wasn't plugged in. I didn't know.
You good. But when he toured, like across the country, he still had massive people at his shows.
Yeah.
He always had
he would go down to Houston and go crazy too, man.
He always had a following. It's just that commercial success came right before Victory
And the reason why I was really asking that is because the stuff that I saw, again, I wasn't too much into his music, not because I just didn't know. I got on the train late, but it was the interviews that I saw, the knowledge that he was spewing. Yeah. And I was like, yo, dude.
I mean, to be honest, that mailbox money was featured in so many different like hip hop magazines. Even CNN featured mailbox money because he was selling it for like 1,000 to 10,000.
This is what Daniel's saying right there. Salute.
And he sold like 1,000 copies of it within like a week. For that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's when people like was paying attention. Like, wait a minute, like who's this dude Nipsey Hussle selling these albums for like 1,000 to 10K a pop, and it sold out in like a week. He sold out all copies.
Yeah. So Maddox saying that Jay-Z bought 200 of those $1,000 mixtapes.
You know so Maddox is off the chain. But even if Jay-Z did,
hey, that's what's up.
No, but the dude got a fan base. I was just curious as to, because I was late. I was late to the train. That's all.
No. You're not late. It's a great question. A lot of people came on Nip when you did. Trust me.
Again, like I said, man, shout out to Nip, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some closure. I think JC88 said that. It's some closure for his fan, man. Antoine saying one of my homegirls bought Victory Lap on vinyl for me from his store. I haven't opened it yet, and now I feel like I shouldn't. Yeah, nah,
That's
yeah,
dope,
shouldn't.
Antoine.
Yeah.
That's
Nope.
dope, bro.
Keep that still delivered.
Keep
That's gonna
that
be worth
sealed,
something.
bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be worth
Yes,
some bread.
sir.
Yeah.
You
Again,
see,
man,
ain't
salute
open
to
none of
him.
these Nas vinyls.
Nah, I can't do that.
She said, "Nah."
Long story
Nah,
short,
man, one.
like I said, salute to Nip. We got that going on. But speaking of Drake, your favorite guy, this is the last one we got you on.
MzLB's favorite.
Yeah, she you know when she see dude, you know, she go Drake is so hot, come to Cleve. Drake would basically, first of all, let's be clear. Drake's been in here since 2008. He's been doing his thing, man. He done smashed everybody in the game. And a girl.
Oh, not the
What Miss LB got in that cup? Hold on, what you got to Drake? Open it up.
I'm sorry. Oh, Iceberg. Come on now. I want my crying over here. Go get my shit run. Come on now.
So, long story short, Drake's been in the game since 2008, man. He came in, he blew the doors off the joint, man. Like, he almost did a 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying kind of explosion pause, you know what I'm saying? All over somebody's face. So, so obviously,
Get on with it, Iceberg. Get on with it.
He's
Oh
had
my
crazy
God, you gotta cry.
albums. He just dropped that little dance joint that J Camp plays all the time in his whip when ain't nobody in there in the Audi joint.
Get your ass out of here.
Live your life, be free. So he was talking about on Lil Yachty's podcast, and shout out to Lil Yachty. He got a little dope little pizza in Walmart.
You do got a dope pizza though.
It is. The pizza is kind of fire.
It's good. It's kind of fire.
It's good. Again, I was good. I thought it was a trash can. I thought it was good. So
the honey joint. Pause.
Yeah, the honey joint is fire. But he was saying that he needs to retire. Now hold, but I got a little clip. Hold up.
At the point now where I just want to and I feel like maybe we talked about this the other day, but
this nigga got a bonnet on.
I feel like I'm kind of introducing the concept in my mind of a graceful exit.
Miss
Is that how everybody from Canada talk, Mama Bear? That can't be how every dude from Canada be talking though.
The question is, he's saying that he wants to retire like a gracefully exit. Is it time for Drake? This is the question I got for you, Miss LB, J Kim, BOP. Y'all go in. Is it time for Drake to retire? We've seen a lot of butt albums, albums. He's pretty much almost turned into the new age, like LL, not LL the legend, but when LL was just kind of taking vibes, you know what I'm saying? Trying to stay relevant.
Who wants to go first?
Ladies first. So should Drake retire? Do you think he's got something to take? Like, I think he's got one more album in him. Or it's just.
I personally think. Well, let me make this disclaimer first. I'm not a Drake fan. Never been. Don't never plan on being. I don't. He's not my cup of tea. He's not. But I see how. I'm just saying, I see how the public, responds to him, and that's cool. Whatever you like, that's cool. I don't. From what I have heard, it sounds like the stuff that he was getting ghostwritten for was better stuff than the stuff that he's not. So if he's no longer,
hold on. We gotta put the coof on for what you just said.
Go ahead.
So you saying you saying
no, I'm getting to the kuda. I'm getting to the cream of the crop. So if once he was outed as using ghostwriters, right? He stopped using them, as far as I'm concerned, and the music has really been going down. So question is, do the ghostwriters have enough in the tank in order to give him some good music? Now that's the question.
Like I actually had to like, you know what I'm saying, like get myself together for that one, MzLB, that last one. I wasn't prepared for that last. Do the ghostwriters have enough left in the tank?
Just asking.
Do you see what Nino Beige just said?
I do
Nino
agree with Nino
hold
Beige.
Hold up. Nino Beige said the end of the day, Drake the greatest commercial
But I don't look
of all time.
I don't look at that as
Oh.
like.
So he loved numbers. Okay.
Well, no, I don't think Nino Beige is
Not
necessarily
you.
giving him props. I think
he's not giving him
just
props.
saying
He's
the
Oh.
best commercial rapper. It's almost like he's
Oh,
giving him his
okay.
own category.
I didn't see the LOL at the bottom. I thought he was taking up
Yeah.
for him. Okay.
No, he said he's the best commercial rapper. Now he didn't say he's
What's
the
up,
best
Edward?
MC. He said commercial rapper. Like he's the best Walmart brand of all time.
Yeah, the great
value.
He's a great value. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
You know.
Do y'all like Great Value?
I mean,
the paper goods.
I feel like if I'm
give me
Drake,
some Kleenexes,
Cleaning supplies. Cleaning supplies.
The toilet paper to hurt your butt.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Ain't no Charmin, bull.
if I'm Drake, I would just go into like, you know, managing, you know, just try to find like the next top commercial guy is what I would be doing. Somebody who can go viral
start your
on
own label
TikTok.
and find the next Drake.
Start your own label and find the next
Right,
you.
okay.
Because I feel like you, MzLB. I think that ghostwriter well is running dry. There's only so much of that lane that you can really squeeze out of the lemon. That
He
lemon
was
is
cooking
dry.
when they was writing.
They was cooking, but that was 08, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. His last 5 years, it's been.
He should be
been a
finding like a
lot
whole
of
bunch of
dust.
Ice Spice little rappers and just sign them.
Yeah, it's been a lot of dust coming out that lemon. Like it's only so much lemonade you're gonna make out that lemon for them
no more
ghostwriters.
squeeze.
You know, ain't no squeeze left. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Conway and Method Man. Ain't too much of that lemon squeeze left out that lemon.
Squeeze.
So I think he should just go into, you know, running his own label and just finding the next.
Even with the 21 Savage collab, nothing.
There's nothing left. To me, there's nothing left in that tank. That tank is on E.
Anybody still talking about that album?
And nobody's talking about it.
My
Besides academics.
My point.
And his cronies. You know what I'm saying?
That is my point.
I don't know anybody who follows academics, but the people who do probably still talking about that Drake and 21. Can't you do something for me?
It's 21 of them talking about it.
They the ones
Nino
still
said
talking
Power
about that.
700. Billboard says otherwise.
Facts, Nino. But we ain't Billboard over here.
Bebo, what you thinking though, real quick, man? Because I know you got the albums back there. All them Drake albums is like MzLB got the nines. I know you got the Drake ones behind you. We just can't see it.
What makes you think I do?
Hide the scorpion, quick, hide the scorpion.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not.
Love the sixth god.
I like Drake, man. I'm not a fan of Drake, but I do like Drake. I'm not going.
When Drake first dropped, man, I like
Drake.
he was popping. Like I mean, I wasn't like a Drake hater when he first.
But I do
dropped.
agree with Nino though. He is the most commercial rapper of all time.
Let's
be clear. Let's be clear. On that. But Bebo, what you thinking of?
I think that I agree with
facts
both MzLB and J.Camp. He's really just lost his he's lost the fuel in his tank. You know, he just for the last several years he still sounds uninspired and has for a very long time, and it shows through his music. Do I see him gracefully bowing out? Well, if he did, he'd probably do like most every other rapper and then eventually come back. So I don't see a full-fledged retirement, even if he did decide to do so. If he were to stay in the game and continue to put out music, then he needs to find his version of Hit Boy or whatever that looks like. He needs to tap into that. It could be a person. It could be I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know if it's a event. I don't know what that looks like for Drake, but he needs to tap into that well if he's going to continue to release music, because it's just not
quick
there.
Question
you
for
know,
you, Bebo P. Quick
Yeah.
question for you. Like, what lane can Drake go in though? If he's
When
going
I-
to get a Hit Boy, do you think it's going to sound the same exact thing to what he's doing today, or is it going to be something different? It's going to be so different sonically that it's going to force him to change this TikTok style of rapping that he's doing right now.
It didn't have to be Hit Boy himself. I'm just saying he needs to find
No, I got you.
who or whatever his motivation is. Now, if it's Hit Boy himself, then he needs to take it back to the basics of what he did when he first came out, you know, where he's not saying things like, I'm not going to ever do an only rap album, which kind of implies he's not going to really rap much at all. And that's kind of how he came in the game, is rapping, but with passion. So it just depends on just finding that finding that whatever infinity stone that he's missing in his glove, you know,
I think
if he's going to stay in the game.
To Queen Anna's point, I don't think he can find that again. That whatever elixir that he had when he was hungry and he first came out, it's the anti-Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't find that. He don't have the same pair of Timberland boots in his closet. So he's not gonna be able to lace them joints up no more. They don't fit. They like baby shoes.
Well, let me ask this then, because I thought about something when you guys said that he should put on like a Ice Spice type person. Wow.
Facts, though. That's 100%.
But if y'all think about it, Bussy Boy, he was behind J Camp's favorite artist, Jack Harlow. And even though Power 700 said to J Camp, there will never be another YMCMB. That's a wrap. Even Nicki knows. Absolutely. Once a movement is come and gone, it doesn't really come back the same. So, but since Drake was behind pushing Jack Harlow, the First Class did something, the song itself, but like the album really didn't make as big a splash as it did, and it sounded like Drake and or his ghostwriters wrote that album. But
exactly.
So I say that because if that push wasn't as successful as they would have liked for it to, then is there another lane for Drake if he were to desire to retire in terms of putting on other artists? And if so, what does that look like? And if not, same question.
And that was kind of my point. So it's kind of like when he hung up his Take Care Timberland boots, there was kind of nothing left after that. Like his feet didn't fit on them. So you kind of ain't gonna be able to really gravitate to that lane no more. You're gonna have to find a new lane. So when you kind of said like finding that Hit Boy, meaning like find somebody who can like bring that beast out in you.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure that there's any. MzLB just said it. I'm not really sure there's anybody who can. He's so stuck into the trap that he's in right now.
That's possible.
I think Queen Anna said he's chasing skirts.
Facts. Yeah,
I can't see Drake coming out of that. Like we've been waiting 4 albums for Drake to drop something meaningful. Everything has been like too sexy for my. I mean, come on, bro. Everything has been that.
First of all,
like
J Camp laced him in that short that we got on our YouTube channel, by the way, man. Go check it out. J Camp laced him one time.
I mean, Drake been trolling us for a long time, man. And I'm not like, this is like really no true disrespect to Drake. I'm just speaking as like a hip hop fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking as somebody who knows Aubrey. I'm speaking as like a hip hop fan. I don't see how Drake is going to be able to rebound. So I think he's going to be forced out. You know, it's going to be a forced retirement versus, I'm just going to go out gracefully. Ain't no gracefully. You know what I'm saying? It's a Rizzo.
What is name? Mama. She's from Toronto, or she's from Canada area. From Canada. She says Drake can always go back to the Grassy and get that.
Yo,
get that
is that even showing anymore?
In a wheelchair, you know what I'm saying?
Is they showing anymore?
Wheelchair Jimmy.
Ain't even the Grassy canceled.
Ew.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
LB's on fire tonight, night.
Miss LB, Miss L Book is in the building with us, man, holding it down.
Yes,
Carmen's saying he can sing his way out. He tried to with the house joint.
21.
Can you do something for me?
No, not at the same time.
Yeah, man. Nino's going in the chat. Shout out to Nino.
Nino is going in.
D Young's in here too, man. Going hard.
D
in the
Young,
paint,
what's
man.
good,
He said
bro?
that Degrassi money, man.
Yeah,
I meant to salute you earlier, D Young. What's good, bro?
D Young's in the building. But the other thing too is like he got the bread. He's got the 747 jet. He's got the crazy mansion. Like I don't think there's anything for him to do, but I think he's got the king disease where he can't let anybody else take that spot.
Iceberg Koofy. That's an iceberg Koofy.
Man, indeed it is.
Because LL had the same problem too. Most people say, hey, LL needs to have a label and come out with artists. This dude was trying to smash Kadada.
Oh Lord.
There you go, Messi, trying to put everybody's business.
It was
on
mad
front
at
street.
Tupac
I'm
because
saying
Tupac
Lord,
had
but I'm
that
here for
diss. That Tupac had that diss, and then wearing his high heels on had to call Tupac and tell him don't do it. Nah, Kadada's daddy, but I ain't gonna say his name on here.
Dang, Miss LB. Dang,
But
okay.
again, Drake's got king disease where he can't.
Ooh,
He's
man.
like every dude who can get into the club
Ooh.
for free is scared of that day when they go, man, who are you? And you go, do you know who I am? You know who I am. You're not gonna let me in the club. That's that day you fell off, and so everybody doesn't ever want to fall off, but it always happens, man. I think J. Cole said it. It's the fall off, man, and you gotta go through it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z got the fake dreads on, man, trying to do that bull.
Is those fake?
I mean, Drake just needs that humble moment. Stop it, iceberg.
Man.
Stop the cap.
Oh man. Y'all hit
this
that
is
like and subscribe button if y'all haven't
Like and
yet. We
subscribe
appreciate
button
y'all.
again.
Right.
Miss LB's been rocking with us tonight, man. We had her in
Thank
for
you
3
so
questions.
much.
We had her in for 2
Appreciate you.
hours. We ain't even
Hey,
got
yo.
through the half the show.
Dude, I do not mind it. I'm so honored and so grateful to be here with you kings and you, dude.
The
I
honor
love
is
y'all
ours.
show.
We happy to have you
I
on.
love y'all show. So I am so grateful to be here to talk about this thing we love, hip hop, with people that I love
Absolutely.
and I respect. So I'm cool. You see, I got the merch. You see,
Come
I'm
on,
rocking
man.
it, right?
Come on,
You
man.
know what I'm
Come
doing.
on.
Listen.
Mind that, man.
First off,
Okay.
Miss LB, you got merch before I got merch.
Did
You
you?
got merch.
What's
You
going
got
on,
merch.
Junkie?
You got
What you
merch
doing?
before.
Hey man,
Iceberg.
first of all, he bought the
You
whole.
official.
He wrecked the whole website. He
I
bought
did.
like
I
30
did.
items, though,
Like
man.
blow the
Come
website
on,
up because I bought everything.
That dude bought
Oh,
everything,
you
man.
did? Oh, you just talking stuff?
I put everything.
No.
in my cart.
He got it. He got everything. He
Yeah.
just it
It just ain't came
messed up
yet
the
because
whole.
I had so much in my
He
cart.
got like $300 worth of merch. But
I
again,
had like 20 items in my cart.
y'all see
That's
the
what's up.
tumblers.
Invest in yourself, baby.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But hold up.
Exactly.
Show your Tumblr, Miss LB.
Oh,
Get
for
your Tumblr,
sure.
man,
I got
from the
you.
website, man. Come on. Hold up. Your color is different. Pull up your color.
Yeah, she
For
do got the
now,
good color.
What
I
color?
bought
What
the
color is
blue
yours?
one.
Okay, you got the blue one. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's my
look
favorite
dope,
color.
though.
See?
That's like an icy blue.
Yeah, he got the
Yeah.
icy blue.
That's
Hold
dope.
on.
Carolina
FRSHOUT.com.
blue.
Get your merch. You know what I'm saying? Everything she rocking, man. You can get over there, man. Holding it down.
Hold
Want
it
to see the
down.
shirt? I'm sorry.
Man,
That shirt
come
is
See the
dope.
shirt a little bit.
Love
Hey,
hip
we
hop.
see. Hey, hold on. Don't hey, man, you trying to.
Uh-oh. The Vicky's hush hush.
Right. Showing that Vicky's.
Listen,
That's not
y'all
Vicky's.
lucky I didn't come with the Vicky Hush Hush. Y'all was talking
Uh-oh.
stuff. I was like, I'm gonna surprise them. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do this.
Don't
Maybe
make me do it. Don't make me say it. I'ma say it, Miss LB.
Maybe next time.
You didn't come with that Vicky
With that lingerie.
No.
That's what
With
I'm
that
saying.
lingerie.
That's what it is. Okay.
Lingerie.
Again, first of all, we got to have you back on.
Oh, of course. This has been wonderful. I am so happy you guys even invited me. I am so honored. I love you guys. So, you know, I pop in on y'all stuff every day. So, I mean, when y'all available. Wednesdays, 9:30. Saturdays, 9:30. Right? So, yeah, I'm sure.
Right.
And salute to the chat, because I be popping in with them. Carmen, Mama Bear, Antoine 1486, Fabian. You know what I'm saying? Power 7 hundo. Is he gonna be Power 800 next year?
Yeah. He started.
Okay.
Hold on. He started with 500, right?
That's
Well,
what
he
I
started
thought.
with 500.
That's what
He
I
started with
thought.
500. Yeah.
He started. He level up
I
every year, right?
He level up.
I don't know when he levels up, but if
Every
he
year.
level up
Winding that
by
Lego.
June, like if it's like a
Yeah.
like a biannual level up, then let us know before you go to Power 800.
Right.
So we can
That's
Miss
too
see
much
LB's the
typing,
queen bee
son.
of fresh out. Come on, man. You know how it
Right.
goes down. Everybody's
I'm
showing
saying
love
like
to Miss
y'all
LB.
see Miss LB's on. Like we will
Yeah.
throw that link out in the chat
Yeah.
whenever y'all want to come on and
That's
rap.
true, y'all.
Like
It was
Miss
a
LB's
blast.
doing.
Well, and this thing too,
just
man.
jump
Miss LB's
on,
Day
you know
One
what I'm saying?
Club, Devon, all our guys, man,
Devon,
Madden. You know
the
how it goes
invitation is
down.
open.
It's
Antoine,
always
Mike
open, man.
100,
Always.
Touch 182, Power. The invitation is always
Yeah,
open to you guys to hop on, man. We just talking hip hop.
And
Just
again,
shooting
we
the
on the
ish
road to
is all we doing.
2,500 subs on the YouTube. Like I said, we trying to build it up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Scanless and everybody over the
Share.
Facebook. But
Share.
Miss LB, you kind of laced it, man. Like I think
She did.
you might get a call from Breakfast Club because that
You
just
might.
hilarious.
Cooking with
What?
fish grease.
No, no,
She
no,
ain't got
no.
nothing on
I
you.
think she's hilarious, so don't compare me to her.
No, you better than
Oh,
her.
okay.
You
Yeah,
better,
you
right?
are.
You better than her. You might get a
better.
call from Breakfast Club because hey man, she
Right. Miss LB was
Thank you
cooking.
guys. You guys are so great. I love y'all guys. For real.
Listen,
We love you
Yes,
more,
she is,
and
bro.
we love you more. And where can people find you at online?
Yeah, there you
Miss
go.
LB?
Tell them the social.
You know what? I'm low key, baby. I don't be all into that deal with the dabbling. You know, you find me when you find me. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
trying
what
to
it
put her out
is.
on Front Street, cuz you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Nah,
just
just you
saying.
find me when you find me.
Come
I
on.
usually
All
say
right,
behind the
all right.
scenes. I just came here to support y'all because I love y'all.
Well, we
You know
love
what I
you
mean?
more. We love you more, and we
For
love all
sure.
y'all. We love all
But
y'all. Appreciate you.
you know, if I run into you, I run into you. What's my guy? He was just on here. DC. There you go. DC Young G.O.A.T.
Yeah.
I'm cool with him on Twitter.
Salute.
okay.
Tell people
Okay.
how to get in touch with me because I ain't about to do all this.
But like I said, this is the thing, man.
Like we said,
we had
Vicky,
to have
don't
Miss
tell
LB come
nobody.
on. She's been rocking with us since day one. We got to get
Day
Devon
one.
on here too. Devon, we got
Gotta
to
get
get you on here too at
Devon,
some point.
Power.
DM us, man, on
Antoine,
IG, Fresh Out
Mike
show. You know how
100.
it goes down. We had to get on here for this Nas joint. This Nas was special, so
Absolutely.
come on. We had to get Miss LB, but again,
Had to.
salute Miss LB. We'll see you
Again,
in the chat, and we reaching
appreciate
out
you
to you soon.
guys.
You got to get on at least maybe once a month. Get on real quick.
At least once a month.
Absolutely.
At
Hey,
least.
I'm here for it. Let me know.
The invitation is open, Miss LB.
Oh,
Hey,
we know
invite
you
me
here
and
for
I'm
it.
showing up.
We know you here
I ain't
for
gonna
it, just
come.
like all the
I
smoke.
don't want to be one of those stalker people that be like, "Yo, can I get on? Can I get on?" So if y'all want me on, let me know.
You ain't gotta worry
JC
about
said
that.
you don't want them DMs racking up. That's what
Nah,
he
I
said.
don't. If they gonna be racking up, matter of fact, tell him to send them my way.
Uh-oh.
I'm just talking shit.
Is she though?
No, I'm not.
Koofy music.
Don't do the koofy.
Do it. Do the
Iceberg.
koofy. Do the koofy.
Iceberg.
Those DMs, man.
Hey, come on.
You know. Hey, look. I'm about to say Devon's like for sure. For sure. Going down in the DM. For sure. Let me take it to the Philippines, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Devon, like I got mine typed up now. Let me go ahead and get
Here.
Hey, hold on, yeah. Come on,
that's
we getting out here with the bread.
That's what they saying out here. That's what they saying.
Carmen, we gotta get you on too, lady.
Listen, I ain't even know.
I've been trying to get Carmen on, man.
I ain't even know. Well, maybe this will open up the door for people to see that y'all are for real about, so I wanted to help support. And again, I love you guys. So I really wanted to come on here and do this. And thank you for the opportunity. It's been such a blast. I love all three of you guys for different reasons. I just love you guys. So, I'm always here to support whatever y'all doing.
We love you more.
We love you too, Miss LB.
Miss LB came through. Hey, we'll see you in the chat. But like I said, we got to get you on at least once a month. Come on now.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, you know how you got me on here the first time. Hit me up there too.
All right, we'll do.
We'll do. All right. Peace, chat.
Peace, Miss LB.
Miss LB
there you have it.
Brought that fire, y'all. Put Miss
Cooking
LB in
with
the
fish
chat,
grease.
man. She was going down, man. First of all, she cooked Drake. She cooked Jay-Z a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came in and just went hard in the paint, man. Y'all gotta show
She
some
just
love, man.
fricasseeing the whole
She-
show.
But this is the thing. We gotta talk about Wayne. Wayne basically was capping this week.
Wheezy F baby.
So this is the thing, man. I'm a Wayne fan. Y'all see the
We all
albums.
Wayne
Y'all
fans.
see the work he did put in.
We all
He
Wayne
basically
fans.
said that he needs to be number one on everybody's list, the greatest rapper. He said, "Who the hell is before me? Look at the catalog. Y'all talk about the KD series. Look at the Carter series. Is there a argument? This is a Nino situation too. Is there an argument that Lil Wayne could be the number one rapper of all time? J. Kent, Bebo P.
I'm gonna say no, and
So
I'm a
what's the
Wayne
judge?
fan. Like I'm a Wayne stan. I'm gonna say I'm a Wayne stan. Like truly, you know what I'm saying? Like I really am a Wayne fan. Like I grew up in the South. Like that's my culture. You know what I'm saying? But
In a blue Navigator.
there's a BUT dot in there. Nah, Wayne. Like you done had too many duds, bro. Like now the dedication series, if he would have said that, the dedication series is stupid fire. Wayne, I will say, like really put mixtapes to me like on the map. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like buzz, like just generating like the mixtape buzz because he was just going so hard, rapping over so many other cats' beats and just going bananas over it. I give Wayne props for that all day. I give Wayne for holding down Cash Money after some legends left. BG, Juvie, Turk. When they all, it was just Wayne. Wayne was the last hot boy standing. I mean, Juvie hung around for a little bit, but really it was Wayne who carried Cash Money on his back, rightfully so. Then he started Young Money. He started an empire. Like Wayne deserves his flowers. I'm not saying that Wayne is not like top 20 all time. Like Wayne is he's a Martian. He calls himself the Martian. He is on the mic. Like he's dumb nice on the mic. But as far as him being up there like with the goats, like Mount Rushmore, like I can't give him that. Like, I just can't. As much as I respect Wayne, as much as I love Wayne as an artist, and I love his art, and Wayne is still just dumb nice to this date. I can't get Wayne that iceberg. I can't. It's too many duds in there. When you look outside of his like iconic songs, it's too many for his commercial albums. I'm not talking mixtape series. Too many
JC88
duds in
saying
there.
that Wayne, he thought Wayne had the best verse on that guy did bar for bar with Jay.
I know.
You agree with
I
that?
agree. I agree with JC on that.
And then
100%.
Antoine saying his run from 03 to 09 is timeless.
I agree with Antoine on that. That's 100%. But to put him up there with Pac, Big, Nas, nah, man. Man, and Christian with the
Can we get the
Koofy.
Koof? Chris is saying, didn't Gilly the Kid ghostwrite for Carter 2? Remember when that dude dunked on LeBron in that training camp and they tried to delete the tape? This what that Gilly ghostwriting situation was. But keep going there, Joe J. Kent.
Nah, I mean, look.
My cousin Iceberg Slim was good.
Wayne,
Nas is best.
Other Iceberg Slim.
The other Iceberg Slim
good.
salute.
Yeah.
Wayne
His run
is
got
a beast.
cut short too.
Wayne is a
Nino
beast,
saying.
man. But you know what I'm saying, to put him up there with Nas, Big, and Jay. Nas, Big, and Pac. I can't do that. Like he got way more work to do. You
Is
know
there
what I'm
like
saying?
is there like the tier and then he's maybe number one on that second tier?
He's like he's a tier.
Second team defense?
Yeah, man. He's like, you know what I'm saying, third team all NBA type tier. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not even second team all NBA, like for me, because I still got like your Slick Ricks, your Rakims. It's a lot of cats though who I have
Brandon
above
was good
Wayne.
from Afri.
But
It's good.
it's no
Good branding.
disrespect to Wayne because Wayne is in my top 20. So there's no disrespect to Wayne. To me, that's good because he's one of the few of his gen that I have in my top 20. There's not many. He might be the only one, to be honest. Because I respect so much of Wayne's work.
Currency's so Max saying Currency was Wayne's ghostwriter too.
That's another
Baby old
Koofy right
Currency
there.
like 3 million
That's another
back pay.
Koofy. Because we spitter fans on here too. Pause.
Hey
So
man,
Maddox 100
Somatic
on
coming
that.
through. Woo.
So Maddox 100 on that though.
Bebo, what you thinking though, man? J Camp's basically saying, nah, bruh.
Absolutely, it's a nah, bruh. You know, that's part of that King's disease. You know, thinking that Iceberg, you and I spoke about this a couple times within a week's time frame. Just because you came in the game and you have maybe a significant body of work that supersedes maybe other legacy artists doesn't mean that you get to bump somebody like a whole host of other legends off of their slot, and then along with that claim that you're number one over everybody in hip-hop.
Y'all going in.
No, absolutely not, sir. I mean, you are a very talented artist and you've been doing your thing for decades, Lil Wayne. Like J Camp said, you held down Cash Money when things started to kind of
carried him,
when
bro.
the flames started to wane, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended. You did your thing, you're still doing your thing, and I salute you. But you are not close to number one, sir. You are not close to the Rakims, not close to the Big Daddy Kanes, not close to the Lauryn Hills, the Salt and Peppers, Queen Latifah, not even close. You have a vast amount of work, but and you are one of the hardest working people in hip hop, no doubt.
Absolutely.
But even before you,
hold up, Bebo. Bars right there. The hardest working dude, real talk. You gotta give that dude props, man.
Even
cooking right now, bro.
Well, but even above that,
in my top 3 hardest working hip hop artists. But go
ahead,
Bebo.
But yes, okay, I'll give you all that with the hardest working. But even before Wayne was who? Tupac in terms of the hardest working. So I mean, what criteria are you going off of? Everything? Because it's that holds zero weight. It holds negative weight, actually. No disrespect, but we got to get out of this mind frame where just because some Johnny or Janes come lately and do their thing for 5-10 years, you don't get to bump people off of their slot.
I agree, Bebo.
You just don't get to do that. You might not ever get into the top whatever list. But appreciate where we should all appreciate where we deserve to be in life. So
let me ask you this, Bebo P.
Go ahead.
Does Wayne have a classic album?
I haven't heard a classic studio album that not that I can think of. No, in fact,
good question, man.
Chat.
I haven't heard that.
Does Wayne have a classic album?
I haven't heard. I have not.
I want the chat to
I haven't heard it.
I think Wayne is a phenomenal rapper.
Yeah, absolutely, he's phenomenal.
I think he has classic mixtapes.
Was Carter 3 a classic?
I don't think it was classic.
Not to me, no. And I'm a
Cali saying that Carter 3. Carter 3 was heavy.
It was solid,
Carter
but it wasn't
3 was
classic.
Heavy.
They
didn't pay none of the producers, but it was heavy.
I don't know if it was a classic though, Cali. Like it was a dope album.
So Cali,
you know what? I if you want to say Carter 3 is a classic, I'm not even gonna hate that. I take Carter 2 over Carter 3. Me personally, I like Carter 2.
Nino took the words out of my mouth. I think Wayne is like Jay, Nas, Jordan. But then there was that Kobe, you know what I'm saying? That Kobe era. Wayne was like that Kobe era, man. You took the
I
words
agree
out
with
of my
that
mouth,
too.
That
I can
might
see
be bars
that.
of the night right there.
I can see that analogy.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I'm a Static Major fan because he's from my hometown.
Shout out Static, man.
But
RIP.
Carter 3 was not a classic for me. I thought Carter 2 was better than Carter 3. But if you say Carter 3 is a classic, I'm not mad. Now, commercial success was crazy.
I
on that
think he's
Carter
gotten
3.
more compliments as far as body music of his
Devon
mixtapes. Like you
mentioned
said, the
too.
Yeah,
dedications
man,
more so than
dude,
the studio
the
album.
dedication series was just banana. It was
Oh
off the
yeah,
chain, bro. It's
yeah,
off the charts.
yep.
Off the charts, man. I thought Wayne was in a different lane. He was in a different bag. Matter of fact, when I used to go visit Iceberg and LB, the Podfather, when they was living together up in
Piece of the
Indy,
Podfather.
man, we was jamming that. We was
Piece of
jamming
the
that
Podfather.
dedication series
Yeah, we was.
like crazy. Like, you know, me and
Oh yeah, he
Iceberg
went
was
ham on there.
we was
Yeah.
ripping them joints offline. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We was ripping them joints offline. But man,
LimeWire.
dude, that was crazy, man. Like that series was crazy, man. Man,
Yeah.
them cats are from my hometown, Madden, man, player, man. Same church and all that, man. Them dudes, man, is like the goats.
Smoke,
Where I'm
man,
from,
Black.
Smoke,
You know
Black.
what I'm saying?
Even though they
Yeah.
all in Drew Hill now, they part of
Yeah.
Drew Hill,
Tell
you know.
me what
But
you
still,
want.
but anyhow, I thought Carter
Nah,
2 was
Iceberg.
better than Carter 3. But I was
Not
I
with
was
that
just
groove.
curious though. You know what I'm saying, from the chat? I
Mhm.
seen Carter 3 as a classic. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that. But for me, I like Carter 2 better than Carter 3.
Fab D saying, what is Wayne's best album? Again, I'm saying Carter 3. You know, unless you're saying dedication mixtapes type stuff. But album,
I think Carter
Well,
2.
I think we
I
gotta finish
thought
the
Carter
sentence though.
2.
We gotta finish
I
that
felt.
comment though.
I thought Carter
then
2.
put
like,
it
he
against
was
the
rapping.
top 10 hip hop albums. That's how I figure an artist if they're worthy.
I agree with I
Right.
mean, would you put Carter 3 up there with like some of the albums that you've heard from other artists that we consider pantheons? You know what I'm saying? Honestly wouldn't put Carter 3 up there with some of the best work with other artists. Me personally.
Just to end this, Bebo, J. Kemp together. So Maddox saying Kobe got 5 championships. He can sit at the table. Can Wayne sit at the table with those dudes? Not saying he's better, but can he sit at sit at the table?
Not at the top not at the table of the Justice League.
He got to sit at the kitty table at Thanksgiving.
So basically what Bebo's saying, you got to extend it. Like if
MzLB
it's like
said,
Marvel,
Yeah.
he said if you go like Avenger label, you might be able to go like New Avengers with like T'Challa's son,
Yeah. Something like
Ant-Man's
that.
daughter.
Yeah.
Ant-Man's
Oh
daughter,
wow. Wow,
You
you
could
gonna
go
go
like-
there with it.
Nigga,
Wow.
You
Ant-Man's
could go
daughter.
like deeper. He said you can
Wow.
go a deeper table, a bigger table.
You don't get to sit at the
But it's
at
not
the-
like Sir
Surfer,
at
Lancelot
that
and
main
them.
table
Merlin.
as
Callie said he's in the
main
room.
cats.
This is Callie said he's in the room.
Facts,
not
Callie.
at the
Yes.
table.
Yeah,
There you
he-
go.
he's-
There
he's
you
in the
go.
room.
Bar
I
tonight.
He's
agree
part of the
with
Justice
Callie.
League Unlimited or like the extended New Avengers or whatever, but
Stop
he's
it,
not the
Ty
main.
Nitty
Stop
said the kitty's table.
Stop it, bro.
That make sure you got the little cloth underneath because you're gonna make a mess. Doc.
Man, this
Yeah.
man Ty
Nitty in the
Nitty's back
building.
again clowning, man.
That kitty table.
bro.
Going at the
That's
kitty
just-
table, your knees be touching the little joint.
That's-
and the
that's
plastic
foul,
silverware,
G.
you know what I'm saying?
Ty, man, he got like a hot dog with no bun on this plate.
Dog,
And
just that
cookies.
flat piece of that square piece of
Dog.
bread
And
or
then
with the dog on
vanilla
there.
cookies with juice.
Yeah.
That little
at this
jug.
table.
Shout out
You got
MGB,
that, beady
man.
head
What's
kid
Wayne got to
juice.
do? What's
MGB
Wayne got to do?
memory.
This is a good question before we got here. What's Wayne got to do to get the table?
He can't
He
be
need
at
to
the
come
table.
out with he need to come out with a classic.
Good
man.
question.
He can't be at the
That's
table.
my opinion.
No, he can't be at the table.
So we answered the question. You guys need
I think you
the
can
Rick
get there,
James
though,
skit on the
Bebo.
soundboard. That cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Stop it.
I need to get it.
Fab going in, man. Fab
Iceberg
going
is
in.
gonna
that
get it
cocaine.
too. He is gonna get
Fab
it, but no,
going
he
in.
can't. He can't be. It goes to what I said before. Most people can't be at the table. Teen Titans, right? Yeah,
Teen
yeah.
Titans, dog.
He can be a
Bebo
Teen
B.
Titan.
I agree with what you're saying. I think if he's in the room, he has the opportunity to be at the table. If he's in the room. But
He
to
can,
me,
he can shake hands
he-
at the table. He can't sit at the table.
But to me, he needs a King Disease type of series in his bag.
I like Wayne
Like,
hop out and get the
now.
Duchess.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, like Carter 6 got to be a bona fide superstar of a classic in order for him to be able to pull up a chair. I'm not saying sit at the table, but if somebody can like scoot over to make room in that type of category. But he's in the room, but he's just not at the table yet. He needs some
Queen
classics
saying
to
we
be at
we
the table.
discriminate, man, on the new school. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, we
No,
not.
no,
We
no,
not.
not at all.
We
Not at
not.
all.
Because
No,
to,
it's
to
just some
me,
people.
to me, Queen, Good Kid, Mad City to me is better than like Carter 3. So if you was like to when I look at like some of K Dot's work, I put that over Carter 3, like I do. You know what I'm saying? To me, Carter, that series has to be Carter 6 got to be phenomenal. Cause we giving him props by saying he's in the room though.
Yeah.
We didn't say
for us to say that's props.
we didn't say Kendrick was in the room. We didn't say J. Cole was in the room.
Yeah.
None of them is in the room. We
shout out
saying
Queen.
Wayne is in the room.
Mama
Meaning he's
Bear.
in the room with Kings. He's just not at the table. To be at the table, he's got to drop a classic. And when I say he don't even have a Good Kid, Mad City in his repertoire, I feel like he needs to have that in order to even be close to the table.
Mama Bear said he's not even Teen Titans, man. He said she said Teens West. Titans West. Deion said
Wayne is
Wayne's
a
a
beast.
Man,
Well,
he
no,
is a
Wayne-
beast. So
Wayne
no
is an
disrespect,
animal.
man. Come on, man.
Wayne
Like,
is an
Wayne,
animal. Like
This
we
thing,
not
Wayne
saying
walk
that
in
Wayne,
a room and he's still majestic. Let Wayne walk in the room
Exactly.
somewhere. Everybody gonna stop. Let's
Everybody
be clear.
gonna
He ain't no
stop.
washed up rapper at all. Let's stop the cat.
No, Wayne
You know what I'm
birthed
saying?
it. All these young dudes is basically Wayne babies. Like we not saying that, but Wayne don't have that album that you can just say he belongs at the table. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that
Madden's
yet.
going in right here. Yeah, facts.
He don't have
Madden.
that.
Facts.
He don't
Well-
have nothing. Like what album can you say of Wayne's that you go back and listen to today that you can just say is like a bona fide, timeless classic?
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Exactly my
saying.
point.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Wayne is a iconic like MC to me. I mean, he's a phenomenal rapper. Like I mean, ain't too many cats I'm gonna put above Wayne as far as like just rhyming. But when it comes to albums, like it takes more just to be a phenomenal rapper. You gotta have some work, some phenomenal work. I don't see that from Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Now the mixtape. I'm not talking mixtapes. Mixtapes. He'd be at the table. We talking mixtapes. We talking actually like albums.
Well, this
Somebody
is the thing, like I
said, but would you
man.
put Carter 3 over anybody that? Would you put Carter 3 over like anything that Pac has done?
No.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Would you
Yeah.
put it over any like? Is it better than Illmatic?
Again, no.
And this is the thing, man. I think some rappers, man, new age rappers like Queen saying, Pac was 20 something years ago. Big was 20 something years ago. And of course,
And we still talking about them.
And we still talking about that music. But a lot of people like, yo, let it go. I'm the best living. You know, I see Jada talking about that all the time. He had to bring up the top 5 dead or alive. But you know, like, hey man, I'm here. I'm living. I'm making music. So
But me
I
and
see what they're
Bebo-
saying that too.
And me and Bebo put Jada in that same category as Wayne. We said he don't make classic albums. He's a classic rapper,
It's levels.
but he has not made that ready to die type of album. He has not. We've
Facts.
said, even me and Bebo P said, look, if you want to be always real, Styles P got better albums than Jada got.
Mhm.
We said that, but
Yeah.
that don't mean that Styles P is a better
There's
rapper
bars
than
in his
Jada.
albums. Let's be 100. It's bars and albums.
That's why
You know
we
what I'm saying?
saying it's more than just bars. Yeah, we know Wayne and Jada can bar out with just about anybody. But when you talk about like just classic albums, you got to separate people from that way. You know what I'm saying? That's why every sport has stats to separate the best from the, you know what I'm saying? You got to have something to separate people. When we talk about classic albums, I just feel like Wayne don't have that level of classic album that we have been talking. And there's no disrespect to Wayne. We just said Jada. Jada's from that era that we love, but he's not at the table. We didn't even say Jada was in the room. We said Wayne was in the room. We giving Wayne
Bebo,
beyond props. Go ahead, Bebo.
facts. Bebo, go ahead, end it with this, man. What would you like to see Wayne work with? maybe to get at that level, and then we'll move on to another situation.
Who it'd be interesting to see him work with. I could, man, maybe some of the
Ooh, I got a
producer, a couple
producer
of.
for you.
I would say maybe like a Hit Boy, a Alchemist. He needs to get back with Street Runner. Is that who you was gonna say?
I was going to say Alchemist. Is what I
Okay,
was going
okay,
to
yeah.
say.
He needs to get with
Yeah.
Street Runner again.
Nino just said it. He said if Wayne and Alchemist could put him in,
Hey,
could maybe put him in the
Nino, I'm
conversation.
telling
Nino's
you,
right on it, man.
Well, even
That's
a
facts.
Stu Bangers, like somebody
it,
like that,
it wouldn't
Future
put him.
Wave. Go, I mean,
Yeah.
go ahead, B-Ball. I'm going to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go
you
ahead and
good,
end it
man.
out.
I was done. I was done.
No, I mean those are just a few. I mean the chat can really add on to that. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely, Chad. Add on to that. But I think a Wayne and Alchemist album would just be a problem.
it really would.
I think if you could mix that Alchemist with a Manny Fresh and it
Yeah.
blended well.
Yep.
So you got that Carolina, that New Orleans
Yep.
bounce, you know what I'm saying, from back in
Yeah.
the day, but then you put a little
Manny
grimy
Fresh
on it.
too. Yep, Manny Fresh as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
The only reason why I said that too is because like when Wayne has been featured on like some of like Dipset stuff, some of Griselda's stuff, he shines so bright on that production. That's just not normal for what he's rocking on. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Facts. Shout out to Iceberg.
Fresh Out just wants to see. We want to see the best for Wayne. We're not saying Wayne can't be at the table. The table is not exclusive for Wayne, for somebody like Wayne not to be there, for somebody like Jada to not be at the table. Sometimes you just got to have the right components. You got to have the right production, to get there. We're not saying he can't get there at all. We're not saying he can't get there. Wayne's too talented not to be able to be on the table. But he needs some help to get there.
Well, there's a guy who needs some help to get there. We gotta talk about Quavo.
There you go.
We gotta talk about Quavo,
Iceberg.
man.
The transition.
First of all, he got on that J. Camp Louisville leather blazer
Stop
joint. You know
it.
what I'm saying? Come on with it. You know what I'm saying? With the chains on. You know what I'm saying? And he got the J. Camp little bezel. You know what I'm saying? With the diamonds
J.
on,
Camp
you know what I'm saying?
bezel.
Pull out the money, Bebo.
Oh, he got the bezel with the little knot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
J. Camp got that shirt.
Oh man.
First of all, we into the music, man, that came out this week, man. We got it like couple singles, couple albums. Quavo came out with a song called Greatness. It was a little bull, but the whole thing in the song, he basically mentioned that he would never basically get back with there's no more Migos. Hold on, let me play it for y'all real quick. Hold on. Make sure we ain't got no copyright. This dude say he won't sleep with the fakes. He ain't with the snakes. Ain't no more Migos. First of all, this is family. Let's be clear. This is family. This is the single he just came out with. This is why we talking about Quavo in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Normally we ain't. But to me, let's be clear. Migos did, in my opinion, have some classic albums for rap at their level. Let's be clear. The culture stuff, man, is crazy. They have some anthems, man. One of the craziest groups, man, you can say, man, as far as rap is concerned for this level of the game. To let Sweetie.
Yeah, I peeped that on the bottom corner there, bro.
To let some of that puss out, to let some of that puss get into this money, man, with Bobby Brown Offset. I mean, J. Kent, what you thinking on this, man? Like, do you think they should get back together, or you think, hey, man, since Takeoff, is not here with us, just go ahead and just move on. You guys have already done it. Now just do solo joint. What you thinking on this, though?
Nah, that song Greatness proved that Quavo needs Offset. Because whatever you want to say about Bobby Brown Offset, he would have murdered that joint.
Facts,
he just would have.
Facts, man.
I mean,
Facts.
I didn't have an issue like with the production or anything like that. It's just Quavo just he didn't have it on that one. You know what I'm saying? I just if you're gonna speak those words like we just heard, then you're gonna have to bring it, bro.
Nitty
You
speak
you
was
you
facts
you
down
gonna
here.
have to bring it. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Ty Nitty. I mean, Takeoff he was the best MC out the three.
Yeah, he
But that
was.
joint needed Offset. It had to have Offset on there.
MzLB saying the same thing you saying,
And
J Camp. It needed it.
Quavo ain't gonna be able to do this alone. He ain't, man. Like, I mean, at first when Quavo first came
Facts,
out,
Queen.
he kind of had like the voice. He had the swag. He probably was the best Migos member early. Takeoff had the best talent. He just needed to realize he was the most talented. Then we started to hear Takeoff just come into his own. Even Offset started to come into his own. I thought Quavo was the most seasoned when they was on that Hannah Montana.
Tupac.
Hannah Montana. Quavo was the most seasoned at that time. You know
Robinson,
what I'm
trash
saying?
song, trash. Just
But the song is trash. Absolutely. That's why I said like he needed to have Offset on that joint in order to even make it decent. I was reading when JC was saying Quavo needs to take a year off of music and just more. I'm split on that, JC, to be honest, because I think like artists need to continue to
I agree.
to do work, to stay in the booth. I think that is mourning, that is healing, to be able to continue to be an artist. I think if he takes too long, if he takes too much of a layoff, I think that would hurt Quavo. To be honest, to me, I'm not sure Quavo is in a position where he can just take time off and come back, and people be like, "Oh yeah, I want to hear some Quavo."
Salute.
I can't see that. I can't see that. Music is definitely healing, and he needs to
Yes,
be
it
able
is.
to
Hey,
stay
I
in the
love that
booth
name, by the way, too.
and heal.
That name is
Man,
classic. Eh?
that
Well, this is
name
the
is
thing.
classic.
We just talked about Drake having that graceful exit. Quavo seems like he's at the tail end of his career. He's almost like Russell Wilson. I mean, Russell Westbrook, where it's like, hey, man, your athleticism had you in the game. Now you're slowed down. You can't run that offense, that half court
Perfect.
bull.
It's perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
Comparison.
Like you
You
need
might
to
have been
go to
right the
your
first time too,
hometown. You need
Bob.
to go to your hometown and maybe just do something in Atlanta. But Bebo P, can you piggyback off what J Kemp saying? Because J Kemp spit bars.
He did, man. Absolutely. There is really no more Migos after this.
It's trash,
Um,
JC.
it yeah, the song is trash. JC88 said this song is trash. He ain't focused. Yeah, it's not really a focused song. The beat's nice. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? But the song overall, it just isn't there. So Maddox said this was a Freudian slip with Russell Wilson. he actually wasn't wrong about that either, in a way, if you don't know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
meant to
But
say Westbrook.
Russell Wilson too. But the thing is, there is no
Facts, Debo.
Migos without Takeoff. I mean, even if Quavo and Offset were to repair their family relationship, their the bond that they once had, I'm not saying that
Queen Anna with the Kofi.
Queen Anna said Takeoff's little brother went off on Quavo and said that they didn't really love his brother and was fake grieving. Well, I don't know about that. I don't.
That's a cool.
That's
there.
That's something I'm not gonna really say.
Can you answer what Devon saying? He said, "Can Quavo be successful as a solo artist with that jacket?"
I don't
on?
think he can.
Well, because this is the thing. When they were out and they were in their prime, Quavo was always in the middle with his little Olin Mills. You see him in the side over here, with his little Olin Mills swag on that log. When you was a little kid, you was on that log and boy Olin Mills. They always put Quavo in the middle, trying to make him the Beyonce swag. And then he got with Kermit with Miss Piggy, Sweetie and Bull. She gets a McDonald's meal, was like, I'm out. I don't need you no more. Looking like a WNBA player. So
Stop. God.
That's why Miss LB said you messy, bro.
Right. Mega messy.
Who, me? So Bebo P, like, number one, can he become a solo artist? And is this the is this the Boys the Men, man? Is this the
all over again?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say Boys the Men, that the end of the road, baby.
No.
Yep.
No, Iceberg. No, you're not Wanye, bro.
Wanye.
One bird.
One bird.
No.
Y'all get after Iceberg in the chat and hit that like button in the process with that sub. Right.
Ooh. Sweet finesse Quavo. Hey man, I got so many pictures I could put up.
JC going in tonight, man. JC is going in tonight.
Oh, but B-Bo, go ahead while I'm putting up a picture of Quavo caking and boo. I got a whole bunch of them too.
Oh man. At this point in time, I'm not sure if he can be an extremely successful solo artist. Oh boy. All right.
We belong together. And you know I'm right. This nigga like a proud mama behind her, dog.
Can we just say Iceberg is the world's #1 snitch right now? This man is a prosecutor. He is the world's #1 prosecutor, right?
Snitch.
So Perry Mason over here, man.
Old Matlock Mason Iceberg.
Girl, I'm gonna tear
With
you up
receipts. He will find the receipt.
Ratatouille.
Stop.
Straight
Now y'all done got Carmen going from stop to Ratatouille.
Oh, Diary of a Finesse Man.
Oh, man.
Oh my.
Oh.
Ty, we about to call your internet company, Ty, and get you cut off.
Cancel them.
You're doing too much over here, man.
Oh my God.
Diary of a Man.
Hey man, all these pictures I'm showing, man. Look at this dude's cheese, though. Shout out to Jason Black. Look at the cheese. It's all in the pictures. She's like, I'm about to finesse this cat. He don't know. This dude like a happy single mother, dog. You know what I'm saying? When a kid gets drafted, it's like a kid get drafted. Like, I'm about to get the house and everything and bull. She's like, man, you don't know what's going down. And your hairline going back. Oh, dude. Go in though, Bebo. Go in though.
He can't go in now.
I can't. Yeah.
You go in. You keep going.
Right. Well, pull that picture back up, Iceberg.
Which one?
Any of them, really.
Mama Bear caught you Iceberg Holmes, though.
Oh my Lord. Look at it.
Now go ahead. Okay, now go ahead and sing it, Iceberg, because you know you want to.
Which one?
You know.
Which one?
Baby.
Kiss from a rose. This thing, and I guarantee you, she got 25,000 from that McDonald's joint. It wasn't even worth. She should have stayed with. And we talked about the Sierra and Russell Wilson joint. She should, in my opinion, she should have stayed with dude and just finessed him.
He took a whip back and everything.
Yeah, he took the Bentley back and everything. Then he almost tried to hold up, B-Bo, get the knuckles out. Then try to hit her. Then try to hit her in the elevator. Try to take his Xbox and bull. He gonna take a nigga's Xbox. Like, come on, man. That's low down dirty shame.
Low down.
I'm calling the cops.
Never that whinings. Don't low down dirty shame, dog.
Dude, man, it's just long story short, man.
Wayne's,
like,
I mean Wayne's.
Ty over there going in
Boy.
with their cards.
Boy.
Oh, dude, we've come. Girl, I'm about to tear it up. You ain't hitting nothing. This dude in the back, like, nigga, I didn't hit it.
Nigga, he saying I'm next, nigga. Shit.
I was first.
Dog, you got my leftover.
Girl, hey, you know I know DJ Scanless, right? You know I know him.
Pigeons,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm old pigeons.
If you don't get your hands off me, we in public.
Oh man.
What did J. Kim say about that glitter? So when you come out the club and they got the glitter.
When you come out the club, you got that
man,
glitter
come
on.
He's looking at her. She's looking at him in the back.
You know when
maybe?
you come home at like
This
2
dude-
a.m. and
this
you got
dude's
glitter
wide
on.
open, cuz.
Cats
He
be
was
trying to
just
wash
wide
that
open.
arm and that neck off real quick.
Oh,
When you come
Cut
home,
cut that nigga
you might get them nuts cut off.
nuts. Man.
Oh man.
Anywho, man, like
On his son Weezy. First of all, I'm a dog trained to brawl.
I'm a dog.
Swag.
Shout out to Antoine.
Oh man.
Hey, but hold on. Let's talk about. We got to talk about this Wayne joint. Wayne tried to come out with a little single joint. First of all, we got a fart on that joint. DJ Scanless sent it over to me. Can't Nobody. Wayne featured DMX. It's disrespectful to DMX. Honestly, it's like exploitation, man. You know what I'm saying? This is like going to McDonald's and they got like a Martin Luther King meal. You know what I'm saying? Like McRib. Like stop this. How you gonna put Martin Luther King on a McRib? Come on.
If y'all don't hit that like and subscribe button,
Get that
for the
Black
comedy
History
to
Month
stay-
McRib. First of all, hold on. Let me play this book. Hold on. I think we got some music real quick. Hold on. Let me show you this book. Hold on. Where the bullet?
Not iceberg in advance.
It was decent, but it was super swizzy. You know what I'm saying? J. Cam's favorite producer.
Yep.
Stop it. You better
And
stop
don't
it.
get me wrong, Wayne can spit. I'm not gonna say the track was young, but it was almost like, hey, we got a track with some of the DMX's talking on it. You just throw a verse on it, so it kind of just sound forced a little bit. But J. Kim, what's your thoughts, man?
Nah, like you 100%, man. Dude, Ty Nitty basically just took the words right out of my mouth, man. Like, can Swizz get some new drums? Can he get a new snare? You know what I'm saying? Just a new drum, period. I'm tired of hearing that same like Swizz pattern. I'm not saying that like Wayne didn't come with it on there. He did. I just felt Swizz didn't do him any service more so than anything. Like I'm blaming this joint more so on Swizz than I am on Wayne. Cause it just sounded like something we've heard before. Like you could have replaced Wayne with T.I. You could have replaced T.I. with name your other rapper that we've heard on 1,000 Swizz Beats production stuff before. I mean, you could have put Silverback Gorilla on there and it still would have been the same. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter who you put on this track, it was going to be the same. That's my problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounded so, I don't want to say lame, but we've heard this before. It wasn't anything like original.
Ray
just
saying,
lacked
I'm telling
originality.
y'all, it's Corey Lane bars, Corey Guns bars.
It did sound Corey Guns. I mean, I completely agree with Ray Castro. It sounded straight Corey Guns, man. Like I didn't want to hear this. I'll be honest. Like as soon as I heard like the first 30 seconds of it, I was like, man, I don't need to hear anything else. You know, I mean, I listened to the whole track. I mean, Wayne wasn't bad. It's just I didn't.
Y'all just said Wayne should be going with Alchemist, you know, some classic dudes, and then he goes straight left with this Swizzy joint. Bebo
that does
was
nothing
a good
for
move.
him. If you want to be at the table, this doesn't do it for you, bro. To me, what you thinking though,
Trying to get
Bebo
that
P?
bag though.
That's what it is. It's a bag play. But what you thinking, Bebo P?
Antoine, you guys are right. I mean, Swizz's beat pattern has been the same for
The
the
same
longest
snares,
time,
bro.
and
Mhm.
sometimes you could be so unique that you're too unique, depending on who or what the situation is. After so
Nate was
long,
using them snares, Bebo P,
Oh
back in
man, shout out to
2000
yeah.
Billy, man. Come
Yeah.
on.
on the
Well, that's
Trinity.
actually the drums front. That's actually a sample drum set from that synthetic substitution. So it's not like it's
It
a
was.
keyboard situation.
Mm.
But just I think it goes to the word you said before, the pattern. In this case, it wasn't a bad, it's not a bad song all in all. It's just not what Wayne needed to reemerge back on the music scene as a solo artist. He needed that song that was gonna just splash waves like that 6 foot, when that came out. I'm not saying he needed that type of song, but just that type of the song that would give that type of response, that wow response. And this song doesn't really do that. And yes, Nino, I think Wayne has lacked growth for a few to several years now. You know
And
what I'm saying?
that's
So
due
I
to
think he might
production.
have. It could be due to production because Wayne's skill on the mic, as you alluded to, J Camp, it's still very much there.
It's still there.
But as a whole, that he should have come out with a stronger song for it to be his first one.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
This sounds more like an album filler, maybe.
Mm.
Yep.
Not
Just to
saying
get
that's
the
a bad
streets-
thing.
Do you think they either was like, oh, let's get the streets hot with J Camp's favorite producer, Swiss Beats, and put him in there with a dusty beard, and then that's gonna get the streets hot. Then we come out with
I
the,
think
the
that's what
love
it
song,
was,
and then we come out
Iceberg.
with an album.
I think it's what it was. I think Power basically brings up the same exact point that I brought up. You can hear how good Wayne sounds on just different production. And this, like Fabian said, sounds like FL Studio, like
While sick with the wow.
He,
yeah, well, I
he
sit with
said
the
he made better
Wow.
beats on the FL Studio while he was sick with the cold.
like to
Come
me
on, man. I
that
gotta give him the horn
Swizz
for that, man.
sound is phased out of the game. Like nobody really wants to hear that anymore. Because when you
Well, I
heard
think
that,
it depends though,
Facts.
J Camp, if I may, because
no, go ahead. You can clap back.
well, no, it's not like that at all. And I'm not really fully disagreeing. I think it just depends because a year ago, Busta Rhymes' first single was the Swiss Beats one, and it was a
That's
good
true.
comeback song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't put your hands where my eyes could see type of
Right.
splash, but I think it was a good reemergent song for what was needed at the time, at least in the case of Busta Rhymes. But that's why I say it depends. But what say y'all on that?
I think Wayne still got it. I think he still,
Absolutely.
he still got it, man. But I think also, again, he's got to get real strategic about production and then out song choices. What you gonna talk about? You can't be talking about puppy love, boo. It's gotta be adult contemporary. You know what I'm saying? So,
I know he has a relationship pause with Wayne does with Swizz because he did something along with what was that song with Rick Ross for the Godfather of Harlem joint. That first soundtrack for
maybe they just been in the
that.
booth and oh, this is a great idea. Oh my gosh, Lil Wayne and DMX, this is gonna be crazy. And
Yeah.
everybody's like,
Yeah, I mean,
nah, bro.
at the end of the day, Wayne is 40 years old now.
Yeah.
So it is time for adult contemporary production.
Yeah, facts.
And
Like, I don't
for
wanna
the
hear
sample,
that.
go ahead, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that Fisher Price for Wayne.
Yeah,
I feel like he's above
yeah.
Fisher Price.
To go from N Words Done Started Something in its original, which had the Locks and Mace on DMX's first album, last song,
Which
to
was
using that same
crazy.
sample. Yeah, what was and still is, to taking that
Mhm.
and making this, the production could have been significantly
Much
better.
better. Much better.
In using the same sample. So
I feel like this was disrespectful to Wayne by Swizz.
was.
That's why I said
It
that's why I
was.
said I blame Swiss Beats more than I blame Wayne.
Yeah.
Because
gotcha.
I feel like Wayne
Yeah.
deserved better
Yeah.
than
I think
this.
so. I think so too.
And Ray, we do have a new segment, a new artist joint, man. I'll put the email in there, man. Get you that. Just DM us some music, man. J Kimber, check it out, man. We also got a Spotify playlist too. So, track stack, even Rough Rider Day. Swiss never had got that golden touch for fat beats.
Mm.
Man, dude, come on, man.
Talk to him, track stash.
Yeah, talk to him. Original bath salts was hard at F. I don't know what they took. They took off Jada and changed Nas' verse. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
So honest opinion. What did y'all think of Echo, Nas, Swiss?
I mean, I thought it was okay, Fab, to be honest. I mean, I didn't think it was anything like remotely special, but it was okay. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was good. It wasn't like terrible at
Right.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. It wasn't
Salute
like
MzLB.
anything that, you're gonna run to tell that, to somebody.
Nino
But
said
it
Echo
was
was classic. He said they both went
Echo was
crazy.
not bad at all. Like
I don't think it was classic. It
I
just
won't
wasn't.
go as far as saying classic.
Yeah, yeah. It was it
So
was a cool
Maddox said it was
song.
fire
It
too.
It was a cool
Man, I
song.
mean, again, I'm not mad for people thinking it's a
Yeah.
classic at all. I thought it
Fab
was good
saying my
though.
thoughts exactly. So
I thought it was good.
yeah.
It is
It's
a good
cool.
song. It's not like, you know,
Speaking of good songs,
there.
man, we gotta talk about Conway. You know what I'm saying? He got that ooh wee, you know what I'm saying? Pause. I'm talking about on with the bars, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Players mess up, man. But he got a song called Super Bowl, man. Juicy J, Sauce Walker, man. J Kemp had his hair like that at Vincennes. Like Sauce Walker, man. Here's the video.
Shorty on the stage with me. Never lack a nigga wait and see. Never lack a nigga play and see. Fuck a girl, she wanna stay with me.
He was kind of on his drill swag a little bit on this joint. What was y'all thinking about Conway on this joint, man? The Super Bowl.
I wasn't feeling this one, man. I mean, I'd be all the way 1,000 on it. If this was like a Sauce or a Juicy J joint, I'd be like, let's get it in. But I wasn't. This. I mean, I get where Conway was going with this. I'm not mad that he touched this. I just didn't like this song. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the hook. Maybe the hook is what kind of did it for me. I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm not even saying like Conway was trash on here. You can tell this is like Conway being lazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not used to hearing like a lazy Conway bar because I have so much respect for this dude's like just rhyme game. You know what I'm saying? Like I have so much respect for that. I just was not feeling the way he came on here. You know what I'm saying? You know how like when
Hard.
somebody try to touch something that they shouldn't really touch, like this ain't like you. I feel like that's what Conway did here. Like I don't want to see him like do this again. If he does do this again, I want him to actually like come with it. But this was like I feel like he just recorded this in like 10 seconds, like 45 seconds. It just took him to probably freestyle. It probably didn't even write he probably didn't write one bar on here. You know what I'm saying? Just did it just to get it out the way, like an album filler. Maybe this was like one of them. I need to get out this deal, so let me just go ahead and get out as much of these
They
as
said
I
I gotta do
possibly
10
can.
singles. Let's go. Here's
Yeah,
one.
if that was the case, then I'm cool with that. But I wasn't feeling this one at all, man. Bebo P, what's your
What
thoughts?
you think, B-Bo?
I feel a little bit different, man. I'm not sure if Conway the Machine's rapped like this before,
He's
but
rapped like this before, but just
okay.
it to me this didn't this felt more forced and not natural. Conway's more of a natural gifted rapper. You know what I'm saying? This felt like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and blaze one and step in the booth, 45 seconds, 50 G's in one take, and I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like to me he didn't really try.
Gotcha. I thought it was, again, this is my first time hearing him deliver like this then.
Mm-hmm.
And with that said, and I'm going based off of this being my first time hearing this delivery, I was kind of impressed by that, you know what I'm saying? But my judgment is going to be different from yours, J Camp, based on what you just replied to on that. So I just thought it was a good change of pace to hear Conway deliver in on a different rhythm, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. So based on that, I wasn't mad at it, you know what I'm saying? while he's reminding us about, just, the bag talk, being faithful to only the bag and, keeping that Draco on him and, the biddies that he rocks with being nothing less than ratchet and all that, and rocking jewels like the championship rings. But as far as Sauce Walker, man,
facts over here.
The only time that I could really somewhat get into his delivery or flow was like kind of in the middle where he was in between the Escalade Bulletproof talking dog in the van like Scooby-Doo and the congratulations, put her on stage as a graduation. You know what I'm saying? That middle part of his verse was the only time I could rock with Sauce Walker. Otherwise, he was just
Super
so
Bowl
offbeat. He was so offbeat. He made Glorilla look impressive in terms of rhyme delivery on that beat. And as far as Juicy J, I mean, a Juicy J over a Juicy J type beat, man, that fit like a glove. No OJ. You know what I'm saying? And he had some lines in there too, man. What do you say? Something about BBLs deflating like Belichick. I said, okay. Yeah.
He was on topic.
He was. His flow was sharp too. He said he'd rather DIE first and trick on the broad, and anything ratchet on track is his verse. He said the line about bratwurst, but I won't go into that. But all in all, I wasn't mad at the joint. So, what's your thoughts, Iceberg?
I'm a Kanye fan. I'm a Conway fan. But again, if y'all remember, he was in that hot tub.
Are you referencing the Alexander McQueen apparel, Iceberg?
He was in that dress. So I think, in my opinion, man, we love Conway. We love Griselda.
This ain't Conway's.
We want to hear this ain't it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I need the boom bap for you, Conway.
Yeah, we need the bap, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, everybody wants to get down south, man, and start flowing on. You can't flow on everything, man. Stop.
And he can. This just wasn't the one.
Yeah. Nitty saying, tell Conway every flow ain't for everybody, dog. Dude, facts, man.
Facts, Nitty. That's
hey, man,
just
let's be
OG
clear,
talk
man.
right there.
We got the best chat in on the planet.
We do.
These dudes,
shout out to
the
y'all.
ladies that we have in the chat, man,
rap.
they real. They real.
We know good
Stop
rap.
playing.
This chat knows good rap. We know that wasn't it. It is what it is.
We just had a conversation about Pusha T with that puppy dog purse. Come on. But again, shout out to Conway. We need you on the platform, but stay out the tub, bro. Speaking of tub, man, we got to talk about a ring around the situation with Yayo.
Stop.
We got a new mixtape. First of all, DJ Scandalous would say this is a album, not a mixtape, because it got 12 tracks. You know what I'm saying? It's called The Loyal. He got that Ole Mills on the wood joint. You know, we see you. You know what I'm saying? Just got his nails primp for the first time. Mixtape is decent, man. Let me give y'all a little flavor real quick.
It's one take. Fake niggas trying to architect my demise. Fake bitches getting mixy with the other side. Ride, little homie used to ball, now we got a Glock. Put a switch on it, bitch. This shit is lucky rock.
He's spitting on his joint though. What y'all think? What y'all think about Nitty saying extra splendor.
Extra splendor. Nitty over it going already.
I'm ready for my close up, Mr. DeVille.
Nitty, we didn't get a chance to go in, G. He already saying this splendor. This Nitty.
Splendor. This thing, I like, man, when 50 said that Tony Yayo, he was trying to get Tony Yayo to be the next 50, I was like, he ain't got it. But when I actually hear some of the bars, man, Yayo got some, man. What you thinking, J. Kim?
I'm right there with you, Iceberg, and I'll be all the way real. When I first heard he was dropping something, I was like, oh, this is gonna be midi. I thought it was gonna be Fisher Price. I'll be all the way real. My first keyboard music is what I thought it was gonna be. But when I heard this mixtape, I was like, hold on, Yayo, got one on him. Now there's one joint I don't particularly feel on there, but I would say 11 out of the 12. Yeah. Yayo came with it, y'all. And this is
Mama
coming
said it's
from
decent.
somebody who did not think Yayo had anything in the tank. I thought Yayo was, if I thought Spliff Star could body Yayo if they did the verses. That's how I thought about Yayo. Like before I heard this. But
Let's
look,
live life.
everybody has an opportunity to prove somebody wrong. And Yayo proved me wrong. Dude, the production on here is right. Right.
And what's crazy is it's still NY swag, but
It's
it got that
still
little, they got
NY
the
swag,
808
like,
pump in there, like Nino
if-
got on the tracks, man. Salute.
If nothing else, Yayo can pick production. If nothing else.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a perfect album by any stretch, but
Traxxas
this is
said the same thing you
actually
said. Yeah.
it's a really it's a good album. Like for somebody for Yayo, this is a really good album. It really is. Not mad at Yayo at all, Ty. I'm telling you. I mean, when he was talking about bullets in your face like Botox on that Line Me Okay joint, I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, wait. I said, wait a minute, Yayo. I said, okay, bro, I see you. The only one I wasn't feeling was that New Generation Cartel, Bebo P.
Yeah.
That hook was whack.
Yeah.
I like that
It
Split Star
was.
too, JC. I was just joking, but
I like that. I like
joint
the
is
Split
dope.
Star
It's dope.
joint too.
Yeah, it's
That's
dope.
why I said
It's dope.
at first I was thinking like, look, man, Split Star can cook you, my G.
Yeah.
But Yayo came with it on this one, man. The spin back joint was nice. Actually, Yayo came with it on the first joint. You know what I'm saying? Like from the Rooted to the Tutor, really, this little mixtape goes hard. Like I said, the New Generation Cartel, that's the only one I thought that was just garbage. But outside of that one, this is a good listen. It really is. I mean, of course, Yayo ain't gonna hit you with like nothing just phenomenal as far as like bar game goes, but this production makes up for whatever he's lacking in the pen. I'm not saying he's just garbage on the pen game. He's not. But the production makes up for any of that. Bebo P, I'll let you go in on it.
First off, before I forget, check out. Well, wait, Nino Bass had never been a big Yayo fan, but
Me neither,
he'll
Nino.
keep it one good time. Okay, that's
Me
what's
neither.
up.
I was
Hold on,
never a
let's be clear before you go
Yayo
in,
fan.
Bebo. Can we say that Lloyd Banks and Yayo is kind of doing their thing a little bit?
They are doing it. Look, this project here, combined with the other stuff that Banks been, even though Banks is better than Yayo, but the stuff that Banks been doing, I can say that the G Unit members have been bringing it. But anyhow, Bebo, I'll let you have the floor.
No, it's all good. If y'all haven't checked it out yet, FRSHOUT reviewed the first song that was released from here. It was called Rocket Chamber, that Tony Yayo did featuring Lloyd Banks. So go and check that out. I think we did it roughly a month ago, give or take. I think back in January of 2023. But yeah, check that out. Pretty solid track. Otherwise, I think that song actually ended up being one of the best tracks on Yayo's mixtape here to me. Speaking of best tracks, now I think about it, I would argue that maybe the first 3 tracks on here,
Absolutely,
which I think J Camp alluded to it, that Get Indicted Hotline and Clown on You When You're Down, which I think Iceberg just played a little bit of, and obviously Rocket Chamber. Those are 3 of some of the better tracks on here. And that clown you when you're down, he's talking about always having been the underrated underdog, the streets having no pity, FED indictments, them alphabet boys, riding on 100 spokes and coming a long way from selling that weight. So other than that, I mean, let's see, I think that Banksy painting was a pretty decent one too.
That was dope.
Yep. Had that purge siren in its beginning and the G Unit sound of production. But there were some misses. I think like J Camp said, the New Generation Cartel. I also think I think that the drill rap that he tried on Ghost Gun, it didn't work all the way as well.
But it's still cool. It's still cool though.
I think the only other miss that I can think of significantly, and I'm not saying he didn't do it because he did it maybe a few times. here and there, but it's not noticeable. Is I didn't hear a significance of loyalty theme wise or as much as needed, so to speak. It just sounded like the theme was more just kind of like, okay, Tony Yayo's back in street, with the hard street raps or whatever. Because the album cover is dope, because with the blindfold, you think about the blind loyalty thing, and then the album title, The Loyal. But when I hear it, I didn't really hear too much of a loyal theme. And I'm not saying it had to be a concept album, but I would have liked to have heard, some more highlights on that note. But that's my take on it. Y'all definitely check this out. It's good to have Tony Yayo back on Wax.
Yeah.
Well, I know he's been doing his thing on the mixtape circuit, actually, but it's good to hear him again, I should say. And thanks, Antoine 1486 for the contribution. You said, what are y'all favorite albums so far this year? Thanks for the contribution. I'm about to get into one of them coming up. Antoine.
Appreciate you,
Antoine. I like definitely the Sky Zoo, the Odyssey, and the album we about to get into tonight.
Yeah,
of my top 3 so far.
Yep. For mine is Sky Zoo, and the one we're about to talk about.
Yeah. Nino's going in. Everybody's saying that Antoine checked out that Mind of a Saint.
Hey, that Mind of a Saint's tough, my G.
It is tough. It's very tough.
So Maddox said 38 Spesh got that new project. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
We about to get into that.
Hey, hold up real quick, man. Before we even kind of go in a little bit, we gotta talk about this green bean casserole.
The worst for putting that back there.
First of all, this is that new green bean casserole with the French's on it for the crunch and the sour cream to go over the unseasoned green beans.
Stop.
Gross. We gotta talk about Logic real quick. This is J Camp's favorite dude with the bar. This is Nino Bage's guy he wants to produce for. Logic, let's be clear. This is his 9th album. This is his first independent album called College Park. It's representing Maryland, you know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. I'm over here making fun of him with the green bean casserole, and it looked like he's going back to the future. Marty!
Great Scott!
Dude, on independent album, let's be clear. Logic. RZA, Redman, Little Kiki, Joey Badass, Static Selector, and Nora Jones on an independent album. Even though he looked like Fievel and Bull, you gotta respect Logic on the joint, man. With the French's with the sour cream on top, man.
Right.
No.
Right.
What's your thoughts, man, on this Logic joint? Because again, he makes solid albums. It's just when you look at him, you think he's a Make-A-Wish kid.
Listen,
gosh.
I'm with JC though, man. Like Logic got some skills, man. Like no matter how much we want to say this man looks like a full Pyrex of green bean casserole, still, dude got skills. His last album was solid. Well, the last mixtape, I should say, was solid. And from the reviews I've heard, I have not checked out every track. I'll be all the way real. I've only checked out 2. The joint that RZA did, I did check that one out. That's actually solid. But I do want to check out this album because it does have a lot of features. And again, man, dude is not bad. He's not as bad as what Iceberg is trying to make it seem.
It's just like it looks like a Make-A-Wish kid.
Because Christian was asking who's doing these graphics, man, and I think Christian. It don't take. It's not hard to guess.
I ain't pointing no elbows or nothing. I ain't pointing no elbows.
I do like Tiny Tim, dog, on the Christmas book.
Yeah, it ain't hard to guess, but I am like really wanting to check this out though, man, because it do have got some good features on here. Bebo P, what say you though, my G?
Like you guys indicated, he's got some very notable hip hop or just music features as a whole, with this being his first independent release. Actually, FRSHOUT covered his first single, High Life, about a month ago, give or take, in January. So definitely check that out when y'all get the chance. speaking of RZA, as weird as that beat was on Cruising Through the Universe, as well as Logic's delivery, I would have thought that RZA would be the one to come off with the Bobby Digital flow, since the song was kind of like, just extreme, kind of weird. But he gave us RZA. He gave us like standard dope RZA on there, so that was dope. I think that some of the better or standout tracks like Lightsabers, the Clone Wars 3, Red Pill 7, Self-Medication, and what's another one? Oh, the track that had the coordinates on it as its title in Ayo. In fact, speaking of Self-Medication, that had Redman on it. That I mean, of course, Reggie Funky.
Redman on an independent album, man. That's crazy, bro.
He snapped.
Bruh. Oh yeah, he snapped. He definitely did his thing. Talking about how his family wasn't like the Huxtables and just being beast mode on the MIC, being how
Mama Bear said y'all going in, man. Y'all just be
that boy wet behind the ears, man.
Mama Bear said he's got to have skills to be
Iceberg
around this long, rolling up looking like Geek Squad. Mama, stop!
Iceberg be starting that fool.
But
if he didn't have the green bean casserole back there,
dude, the unseasoned
with the sour cream on top. You know what I'm saying?
But one thing that I did check out, because I just gave it a preliminary, like, quick run through. You could tell the maturity in him, because he talked at least a few times about him being a father, you know what I'm saying? And the fatherhood being a thing, being like primary, and then music kind of being his side hustle. And I think he mentioned that on the Paradise joint with the Norah Jones. And I think Ayo was dope. It was a dope, good, feel good track with that he delivered with Bun B. But I mean, it's a Logic album. So if you like Logic, you know what I'm saying, you'll rock with it. But if not, then you won't like it.
Well, B.O.P, this dude makes solid albums though.
He does.
It's almost like
Somatic basically called it like I called it too. He basically said Iceberg habitual line stepper of towing the cancellation line. Fact, Somatic. Facts. This
God.
Stop it, Nino. No. Stop, Nino.
Stop.
Go in, make me ChatGPT. I want to make a hip hop album, but I don't have it.
Look, wait. Make me sound like Logic. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, that's me.
Hold up, ChatGPT.
I got money.
Do it now.
I got money.
Again, this is the thing, man. Shout out to Logic. Real talk, man. Like,
he's far from
I think
trash.
Dave
We're just having fun with it.
Dave Chappelle said the scariest dude in the crew is that
He's
white
far
dude.
from trash.
Because you don't know what he's done to get respect from those black dudes. And again, Logic, to have RZA again contribute to another project. Bun B, I forgot about Bun B's on the project too.
Yeah, on that Ayo.
So these dudes understand, man, that this dude does have bars. And we make fun of the green bean casserole with the sour cream with no seasoning and the green beans.
No lollies.
The kind of MzLB likes to make, you know what I'm saying? And when she puts on that lingerie and has somebody come over to listen to that Logic, that College Park swag. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that ChatGPT, man, that might be that joint, no soul. But again, man, we rock with this dude, man. I challenge people to listen to the album and just close your eyes like that Tony Yayo cover.
Yeah, definitely give it a run through.
Talk.
Absolutely.
Give it a run through, man, for real.
Oh,
definitely.
man.
Fab saying love the Dave Chappelle rap. Yeah, for real though. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true though.
Yeah, it's facts, man. Logic's that dude. And this thing, I got more respect for Logic than Jack Harlow. Let's be
Much
clear.
more
JC88.
JC,
We got more respect
100%.
for Logic than Jack Harlow, man. Come on,
He respects the game.
100%.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
He
Putting
respects
that,
the art form.
VO5 hot
100%.
oil in your bull. Get out
Not
of
the
here.
VO5.
This ain't like a fake
Get your
Drake.
tail out of here with the
a,
VO5, doc.
I want
This
my
ain't a
hair
fake
perfect.
Drake with a KFC
Stop
deal.
the cap.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Yeah, man. But shout out to him, man. But we gotta talk about, man, like the seventh member of Fresh Out, man,
Fresh
we got to
Out.
talk about our guy Vic Spence. Just dropped a joint. First of all, Vince is from Chicago. He's been on the platform
Twice.
twice. Dude, hold up. This dude just dropped we're gonna say a project because DJ Scandalous, a project with 38 Spesh. To me, one of the hardest dudes in the game right now. Pause. This album is crazy. The bars are insane. Hold up. This is exclusive. Real quick. Where's my joint? Hold up. I had an exclusive. Maybe it's
Fumble over Iceberg.
Y'all hit that like and subscribe button while Iceberg,
yeah.
Iceberg
Here
Messy
go
getting
ahead.
it together over
Okay,
here.
yeah. Y'all, this thing,
Appreciate
it just
y'all.
hit YouTube, man. Check this out, though. Hold up.
It's not the time, nigga pop the iron, jam up, big ass night, look like a ham chunk, about to let the glam pump and the bump ass rapper stand up, make you sit down using the hammer, arm, leg, arm, head, I'm breaking your back, shaking the planet just to see what fall through the cracks, a nigga gon' snap, what is the haps with all of my paper, rip all the haters, the puzzle pieces, I should drop when you
Stop it, Vic. Stop
Go in,
it,
J.
Vic.
Kant.
Vic doing what he do, man. You know, I mean, this is what Vic does. He's just showing the world what he really does. 38 Spesh snaps on here too. He snaps on this album as well, man. This project, I should say, to not piss off Scandalous. He snaps on this project. But man, this is
production wise, he does, yeah.
Production wise, he does. This is definitely my third favorite project of 2023 that I've heard so far. This got what, Iceberg, like only like 7 joints.
7 joints.
Yep.
Man.
So it's like it's a
classic.
real easy listen. I mean, these dudes is going bananas on here, man. I mean, project is just crazy, man. Salute to Vic, salute to 38 Spesh.
Oh yeah.
We trying to get Vic on the platform again, just to kind of like talk about how all this kind of came together, how him and 38 Spesh kind of linked up.
Yep.
Salute Darren Harris in the building too, real quick.
Salute Darren
But
Harris.
this is definitely a good project, though, man. Crazy. I mean, we've been on almost 3 hours now, so I'm not gonna break it down like track for track, bar for bar. But I'm glad that Iceberg gave y'all a snippet of it. But Bebo P, I'm gonna let you go in though, fam.
No, I totally am with you on that, man. I mean, Fresh Out reviewed the first track on this album, that Fireproof, probably just a few Saturdays ago, give or take. So check that out when y'all get the chance. I mean, this album, it's definitely one of the best albums of 2023. It's definitely one of the best hip hop albums. So salute to Vic Spencer for this one, as well as 38 Spesh, like just murking the production. I mean, Chicago Heights with Mussolini, man. I mean,
oh man, Mussolini killed them bars too.
Ooh, man.
What was that, Iceberg?
The drums on the 38 Spesh is putting on the production.
Oh yeah.
The compression is just crazy. Like whatever he's doing is just sounds good. And then to me, Vic is so underrated, man.
He's
as far
underrated,
as bars, man. Like he can flip,
Yeah, he
flow,
is.
move on. Like he don't come with the same delivery, man, and the cadence, man. Like a lot of your favorite rappers, man, they're gonna be Swiss Beats on the production, man. They ain't gonna give you the same thing. Vic changes up, man. So this again, I think this is the fifth project we've talked about in the last 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, that
It's
Vic
crazy,
is
so.
man. Crazy,
Yeah.
man.
He's putting in that work.
He's putting in the work, man.
I think the Wise Mind and That Hard to Get with the Rashid Chapel,
Oof.
those joints are arguably the ones with the most or best wordplay. I mean, of course, he killed it all throughout the album, but what I like about this is, as you guys mentioned, it's like 7 songs, and it's less than 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's an easy listen.
But you're
But
you're gonna get full off of this. You're gonna get what you need off of this if you're a hip hop, connoisseur, and if you're a Vic Spencer fan as well. So definitely salute to him, man. We definitely can't wait to get you back on, bro.
Yeah.
I mean that, man. I think the
Great
only
work.
thing,
Great work.
yeah, great work, awesome
Great
work,
work.
man. Phenomenal work, man. One of the
Yeah,
best
man.
albums of 2023, absolutely.
Mm.
Michael
That's what's up,
Williams.
Michael, man.
Michael
Man, I salute
Williams.
you, bro. Flew in from Seattle. Yo, I salute you, bro. Give this man a bomb. for
Can you
that
read
one,
that?
man.
Can you read that for the people, J Camp, for those who's
Yeah,
listening? For
yeah,
Michael Williams saying, what's he
yeah.
saying?
He said flew in from Seattle for the MSG concert. Nas has an unsaleable lead as the GOAT. He's lapping all the other contenders at this point. He's lapping them. Mike said he's lapping them, talking about there's no one close. They looking at the back of his cleats.
Salute Michael,
If
man.
he's got on
Michael
some
Williams in
track
the
cleats, if he's got his track joints on, his track spikes, they looking at the back of them.
Indeed, indeed.
Mike
Hey,
said there's
man,
nobody
this dude
close.
said he flew in. Like I think MzLB said it.
That's
Like if she could
heavy.
have flew in, she would. He did
That's
it.
like a
Michael
5-hour
Williams did
flight,
it.
man.
Yeah,
That's like a
flew in from
5-hour flight.
Seattle.
Salute to you
From
for that
Seattle.
flight, man. Yeah, from
That's a
essentially
long
one coast
flight.
to another. You went from
Yeah.
one coast to another. Mega salute, because Nas is definitely
That's a
worth that.
long flight, man. That's
Yeah,
not a.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was some bread on that trip too, man. Salute to Mike, man, for that.
Yeah, everybody. salute.
100%.
Yeah. And shout out to Coop. Coop was there from Corner Hip Hop, man. We saw him over there too in the building. Salute, man. He actually took some
Salute to
pictures
Coop,
over
man.
there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Over at the building over there, man, in Queens, man. So salute to Coop, Mike D, man, always holding it down.
Absolutely.
Man,
Salute to all hip hop, man.
Salute. Miss LB saying people in the chat reach out to Vic Spence 38 Special on all platforms, man. Connect facts, man.
Absolutely,
Oh,
man.
dude.
Man, go over
Oh,
to his
dude.
IG, man, if you can.
Vic is a friend of
Spencer.
this show, man.
And just tell him, man, FRSHOUT sent you over there, man. Check it out, man. Salute. And 38 Special, man. Salute.
Yes.
Rick is saying Nas going for the King Disease
Quadruple.
shutting everything down off Crazy Tour, back in the studio in rare form for real. Salute.
Nas
Rick
is in
the
rare
building, man.
form.
What's going on,
Yes.
man? He's in rare
Rick.
form, man.
Absolutely,
And
Rick Lavelle.
I think he said it too on the show he was on last week. Colbert.
Steve Colbert,
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert.
He said he just got the bug. He got bit again. He said once he got bit, it was a wrap, man. And then Hit Boy doing his thing, it's a wrap, man. So yeah, man. Everybody salute Michael Williams in the chat, man. He's
Salute
all
to
day,
Michael
all
Williams.
day.
And salute the track stash too, man. I need to check out that Willie the Kid and V Don. The Blue Notes too.
Nice.
Hey man, like I said, great show tonight, man. J Camp, Bebo P, MzLB came through. Come on, you already know how it goes down. Again, Fab is saying great show, fellas. The legendary MzLB with that Langeray Fire show. Love to the track as always. Iceberg, get that cocaine's a hell of a drug on the soundboard. I'm about to get it for you, man. No doubt. I'm about to get it, man. Any shout outs before we get up out of here, man? We here for 3 hours, but it was worth it. We had to talk about that Nas. MzLB
really
came
was,
through,
man.
man. You know what I'm saying? Almost had the Langeray on, man. Almost had a whole situation going on.
Almost had a whole situation.
Could have been dangerous out here. Like
that
Michael
Vicky's,
Jackson.
shh, don't tell nobody.
What's your thoughts real
day.
quick before we get up out of here, man?
Man, salute to the chat, man, for holding it down, man. Chat was
going
crazy
on.
tonight, man. Salute to Nas for that just epic show. That man deserved
Nino was
all the
good.
flowers he's getting. Salute to Nino Beige. Salute to Ty Nitty. Salute to Fab, Mama Bear, MzLB for jumping on. Power 700 for being just power every single time he's on. Waiting on for Power 800 to come through. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to
Yeah.
Antoine. Y'all make
Man,
sure y'all
come
show
on,
Antoine
man.
some
Antoine
love.
in the building.
Give some of that paper.
Make sure y'all let him know
Hey.
he was in the building for Nas.
was in the building
Again,
for
we living
Antoine.
vicariously through Antoine right now. Living vicariously through
Salute
Mike,
to Antoine.
who flew all the way from Seattle
Shout out
to
to Mike,
MSG, man. Salute to that guy, man.
Oh, shoot. Mike sent another $5.
Oh man,
He
salute.
said he met Coop at the Sweet Chicken. Oh, I want to go there, man, before the show. The quality Nas is coming with insurance. He can't be caught. GOAT.
That's what we've been
status.
saying.
Salute.
Man, salute the Coop too, man. Salute the Coop all day, man.
Salute to According to Hip Hop. Yeah.
Mike D.
All day. JC88, salute to you as well, my guy, man.
Hey,
You
Mike,
holding down tonight
Mike,
as
how was
well.
that sweet chicken though? Too? Did you get some food over there, man? I need to go over there. What was it looking like?
Darren Harris, Rick, all of y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man, all day, man. Somatic, appreciate you too, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, Somatic, man.
For
Again,
sure,
we building
man.
a family over here. It starts with hip hop, but we building that family, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Tell you, everybody, man, check us out, man. You know, we getting it tight, man. DJ Scanless is holding us down, man, on all platforms. We appreciate you so much. But again, this chat, y'all going crazy. Miss Carmen, Nightmare, MzLB, and the secret Hip Hop Junkies joint. Go check it out on Facebook. Y'all holding it down too. We appreciate y'all. B.O.P.
D Young, salute to you too, man.
Yeah, D Young, D Vaughn. Oh boy, man, come on, man.
Everybody, man. All the D's, pause.
Pause.
On that note, we appreciate y'all so much. We don't just say it as a buzz statement or anything like that. We really appreciate y'all. We just hit 2,000 subs. What, yesterday? Yeah. And it's all because of you guys. Mm-hmm. We don't take you guys for short. We appreciate y'all so much with much love. So salute to everybody out there in FRSHOUT land.
Pause.
Rock with us next Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Salute to Nasir Jones and all of the supporters who went out there and who wasn't able to make it out to Madison Square Garden. Mary J. Blige, AZ, Slick Rick, Hit Boy, and everybody else that may not have been on stage but was there to support. You know, salute to y'all. Yeah, salute Antoine. Yeah, salute. Yeah. Salute. You know, Nas deserves the credit that he hasn't gotten, as well as the credit that he has. So it's such a gratifying feeling to talk about Nas, not just because of Nas. It's for Nas, but we understand that Nas is at the forefront of representing hip hop culture. So I think that's the kind of the crux of it. But other than that, man, much love, much appreciation for y'all. Definitely be safe out there. Take care. Like Iceberg said toward the beginning of the show, call up your mother or a loved one if you haven't. Text, you know, send a message, you know, smoke signal, something, because, you know, our family isn't here. None of us are going to be here forever. So, you know, ongoing condolences to Cameron for the loss of his mother. So definitely contact your family this weekend. Let somebody know you love them, because we love y'all. And on that note, we appreciate y'all for rocking with the world's most dangerous podcast, Rap City No Basement. Signing off. Peace out.
Hey, man.
Peace.
B.O.P. LB the Podfather. Iceberg, we out, man. Peace.
Peace.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize for absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's most dangerous podcast.
B.O.P.'s in the building. What's good? It was going bar for bar. Shouts out to the fans, man.